I had to basically tell Twitch where I'm located at and what account I'm using
So
for
they
it to,
know that is you that's trying to like,
yeah,
is it?
to stream. So like, cause like, so with streaming software, you don't just click Twitch. Like you just don't start streaming and it automatically work. Like you gotta tell Twitch and shit that
That's you that's using your account on this app and shit
mm-hmm.
like that. Yeah, it
Basically.
should be like that when I be using my Apple ID for my work phone at work. Like I had to
Basically,
do it
yeah.
on my phone too, so it know that ain't nobody trying to steal my identity.
Yeah, basically. And so with
So for sure.
that, like it has it's like your code or whatever, and it shows it basically, like that Twitch give you, and I have to go edit all that out. But
Shit, I know you don't be trying to do because it's time.
cause
Like we
yeah,
be
cause
saying.
it's not the editing part, it's the rendering the video, cause we talk forever, so it takes so long.
Like that shit is at least 4 hours of talking at the minimum.
Yeah,
So I already know
and so my fucking cat, like I render it, and my cat will walk across the computer and fuck everything
the
up.
rendering process of like it's like 40 fucking kids getting off the damn computer.
Yeah, and it's just like Sheila she dealt. All right, I think we live now. Hold on, what it do, Kilo? What it do, my boy?
Oh, I ain't talked to my boy in about 2 days. Bro, I've been busy as fuck these last 2 days. We normally talk to each other every day.
Who, Kilo?
Me and Kilo talk to each other every day. I fucked around. Well, I did talk to him yesterday. I fucked around and missed his call today though.
Hold on, real quick.
Sir, yes, sir.
All right, headphones on, check. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you pretty good. I can hear you.
Okay.
Finna share everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it up real quick. All right, this the first episode going to YouTube. Straight to
And
YouTube after we
I'll be
post.
ready. No
We
be
must be right.
lemony.
Yeah. Now we good.
Oh
Now we
shit.
good, my boy. Let me get this straight. Why my camera cooking? Get that nice chocolate going. Yo. Yo.
Oh.
Ooh, yo. There we go. Auto. There we go. Auto fix. Got my Mizike here. My cat roaming around. So if y'all hear screaming, meow some bullshit, that's her.
He be on Jay head, y'all. He'll
Yeah.
fuck around and whoop Jay ass on camera one day.
No, like I don't want to, cause you know how
She
white folks
will.
be like. White folks care about animals more than they care about black folks. But
Oh shit. My boy said, Jesus, I come in there. I'll whoop Jay ass on
I'll whoop
camera.
her. She already know better, bruh. She be fucking, bruh. She'll fuck with shit. And that's the thing. Like folks say, you can't train a cat. My girl, like I got Jay trained. Like she be doing shit too. It's
She
funny.
listen. I say if they listen to you, that's the training right there. Cause cats don't listen to nobody. They listen to their
No,
damn self.
that's what everybody be saying. I be like, mine listen to me. She just have moves where it's like the zoom. I guess it's the zoomies, where she be like going dumb. When I say she get a mode,
She
she
be
go,
doing retarded shit.
bruh, she'll go dumb so motherfucking quick and
Like she
be
had knocked some off the table, knowing that it went
man.
some shit she was supposed
Yeah,
to
like
have knocked
she
off.
like and what's crazy, so she know like my collectible shit. So she'll know like she know what I care like she'll know what I care about and what I like let slide. It's certain pops that she'll get to and knock all them bitches over, bruh.
But let it be. I guarantee you, she ain't gonna touch your favorite ones though.
No, she won't. Like that's the thing. Like that's how I know she know. Like she's like okay, like my Power Ranger collection, all my Megazords. She will make sure she'll walk around them hoes, but she won't knock them over.
She gonna knock a
But
pop over on
she'll
guard.
knock every goddamn pop over and look at me and dare me to do something.
Yeah, gangster nigga.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So it's like, and what's crazy, I wouldn't do nothing if she ain't look at me after she do it. Like,
Like you just be like, all right, nah, don't do that
no,
again.
I'd be
But it's
like,
the
no,
fact that she hit you with that.
I'd be like, get your motherfucking ass down and go clean it up or something. But she'll sit there and look at me on all
It's
10
gonna be. It's
toes.
gonna have to be after if it don't be Sunday killer, it'll be probably two. Cause I'm off the whole week, but I got plenty. I got to go get my some new
Hey,
glasses.
so are you coming to the beach? If you just come for 2 days, that'd be straight.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. I think the only time I can go get my eyes checked is that Friday. I ain't gonna be
Hmm.
able to drive after that.
No, yeah, no. I got my appointment Thursday, but I'm driving down at night. So
I'm doing mine that Friday, like in the afternoon, and I
what
know they
did
say it's gonna.
what do you want us to wait to go to see Thor with you?
We do come out that weekend, don't
Yeah,
it? Oh
yeah,
God, I forgot. I'm gonna have to give me a ticket too.
yeah,
Damn, I did not know that, and we can watch it and review it for the show.
yeah. But so you want to shoot the show at the hotel, or you don't want to shoot a show that Friday?
It depends on how we feel. We could just take the weekend off and just chill with each other, or we could
Oh,
just shoot the show
I
and
mean,
shoot the show when we came back.
well, yeah, shoot the show when we come back, and or we could, if we didn't shoot the show and went to the movies, we could shoot a movie review. Like, I don't know. I was thinking because
You ever have you ever done that before? Like shot a review right after the movie?
yeah, yeah, it's all on my
Okay, bet, bet, bet.
YouTube. That's why I'm excited that all this can go straight to YouTube because my YouTube people are like, "Where the hell you been at?"
I know that is because I think the last thing I seen on there with you was
Like a My
the
Hero
last
review.
podcast. It wasn't even a My Hero
No,
review.
I
The
the
last thing
podcast
that I saw,
gone. Oh, you talking
they
about
took
my
it off
other
there.
pod? You talking about my
Yeah,
other
other one,
podcast? Oh yeah,
other
yeah,
one.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That was like the last time that I had seen it because that was when I told you, yeah, bro, I'm gonna follow you. Drop the like
Oh
on there
yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And now look at you on the podcast.
On the podcast, I'm on the
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. Let's see. Oh shit, I ain't tweeted nothing out. Damn, let me get it cracking.
I put mine on Twitter, not Twitter, but Snapchat and
Mm-mm.
but yeah, Kilo. What you been on? Did you finish My Hero? I know you was at the end of it when I looked on my Crunchyroll yesterday.
Cause on your Crunchyroll, you be stalking. Cause, like, hey, you better what?
Oh,
Hey,
he on my
hey, hey.
Crunchyroll.
Last time I seen her, you was on episode 7. You need to get
Hey,
through that.
hey, hey,
You need to get
hey,
through
I be
that.
making sure. I be making sure.
You ain't
You see
shit.
his
You
episodes. Hey, you ain't hey shit.
you
You the
ain't
one that was
shit.
like, he was the one that was like, yeah, let me go and get the Crunchyroll because we was just having it on the PlayStations and let us keep it on both of them. He put it
Yeah.
on his Roku and it let him that account on his Roku. He be typing off down watch. Like I told him, because Crunchyroll and merged with Funimation, that library is pretty deep. That library deep as fuck. And you about anything. And then like, have you been on the new? Have you been on the app since they like reworked it?
What? Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll app. Yeah.
I hate Crunchyroll. I'm using Funimation till they kick me off.
They have the same like interface as Funimation now, like how they have like
Ain't no
not
way.
just the titles in this other. I had to show you on the PlayStation. I'll take
Ain't
a
no
picture and
way.
show it to you.
Ain't no way. I
Yeah,
got it on the
it looks just
PlayStation. I
like
just
that.
don't use it.
Opening on that hoe, it looks just like the Funimation app. They have like
Yeah, never
these
had
are
it.
for shoujos. They had like them funny little titles on there with like the series that go with this funny little title that they pick. It do make it a lot easier finding everything. I just don't like how I feel like Crunchyroll did it better when they separated their dubs. How they have it on there now is like you have to damn near wait until you see the title card go by. See if it's like in what language it's going.
Yeah, see, Funimation had it. You just click on it and you can go inside the video and swap to dub or not. I don't
That's the
like
only
that.
thing I hate about Crunchyroll is that you had to pick the season and the season is the dub. Normally, the last season is the sub.
Yeah, cause like say you like watching the show and the end, you think it done ended, and they got Japanese episodes, and then in Funimation they keep that shit rolling. Oh, you done ran
Yeah,
out of
all the way through.
English. We don't,
And
you
we
done ran
keeping
out.
it going with the snub
Hey,
because it's like that with One
hey,
Piece.
you
When
done
you
ran
get
out
to
of
where they at on
English.
One Piece,
Hey,
they
you
get
done
to the
ran out of
snub.
English. Hey, but get what? We got subtitles. Hey, keep it
We got them
rolling.
shows out of the way. Keep them
Keep it
rolling.
going.
Even on Funimation, they have it where you can slow down the subtitles and keep the action behind them the same speed.
I
So
know,
people
bro.
that need to speed their subtitles up.
Like, do you not know how much farther like Crunchyroll got so much work to do just to get to a fraction of what Funimation had.
And I felt like they started with the whole, they wanted to make sure they had like a library. They shit that out. Because like beforehand, Crunchyroll ain't had no big library. And now they do. They have a little bit of everything on there for everybody. Even like classic stuff is on there, which wasn't the case like last year.
All right, I
I
gotta.
feel like if you can watch Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT and Super in the same place, that library is a little deep. Like, you can't even say that library not deep. And you can watch both Naruto's on Crunchyroll now.
You
A
do
whole
some
thing.
you do something on this live. You getting this newspaper since you on
Damn,
the
y'all
live.
heard it here first.
Like I popped her early with this and she stopped all that shit. She scared like over time I
Kind of
gotta
like newspaper.
over time I gotta change what I use on her. Cause like now when I spray her with water, she eat that shit.
Like a badass kid. You start hitting their ass with a belt, you got to change that hoe to the damn clothes hanger.
She was wilding earlier, and I smacked her with this, and it just take one time with the newspaper. She was like, "Oh yeah, I don't like that."
Oh yeah, I ain't fucking with you. I
And
ain't
and
even.
I got reach with it.
Oh,
I ain't
peek.
gotta.
I'm talking about you going laser focus with that
Yeah.
whole peek.
Hey man, I'm not gonna get you. You good? I'm just letting you
Good
know.
right now. You
Come
good
here.
right now.
Come here.
Let me catch you fucking up in that somewhere.
Let the people know you're okay, cause you making it seem like I'm a bad
I'm a bad
daddy.
dad or something.
Yeah. I just bought her like all new stuff. Come here. What you doing?
Had to spoil them kids. Hey, what's up, Jay? Damn, she said you embarrassed
Nah,
me talking about me and
nah. It's
shit. She was like,
somebody.
"Oh, damn, with your ass."
We got company, so well, she fuck you right
Trying
now.
to go see the company right now.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Welcome back. Welcome back. We got 11 of these things. Episode
Lemon.
11. Episode 11. It's your host, Lunar Neos. And my right hand shadow, my main man in the cut, my boy, Rose Guy. Everybody give him a round of applause. Are we still here? We still alive? Kilo, you here? I don't see the chat popping today. It's a slow day.
Kind of late in this. We kind of late tonight.
Are we? Oh yeah, my computer.
It's
Oh, so let
12:30.
me tell you. So my computer, I get to the computer, log in, it freezes. It's
A whole
freeze.
thing. And
Whole
I've
thing.
gotten it after that shit happened with the updates with mine. I didn't got into the habit of turning mine on as soon as I open my door.
No,
So if
that's
this
why I
gonna update,
stopped.
it'll be done.
That's why I stopped. I don't like how they update shit.
It at
Like,
night for no reason. Like
cause
people don't
no,
use their computers like that, right?
cause they're trying. No, it's not even that. They're trying to force this damn Windows 11 bullshit on me.
Still
And
got 10 on this one too.
yeah, like I'm not, you not getting Windows 11 out of me, cause everything, as soon as I update, everything gonna start working. I rather just sit
That's
here.
how, cause I rather I had all my apps up to date. They all work.
I don't
Everything's
want
fine
none
on
of
this
my
now.
games to fuck up. I rather just sit, and I don't care what they always say. Everything will work instantly. Nope, it's one little code that be in there, fuck up everything. All my music software, everything will fuck up. Like, no, I ain't going.
Then your streaming shit gonna be fucked up. Like all types
Man,
of shit gonna go crazy. And that's
everything.
one thing that's gonna make your
You
ass
saw
mad.
how Zoom got us when updated and fucking kicked us.
On the slide deck. So
Mm-mm.
it is
It's old
shit
with.
right.
It's old with. Um, I had to. I was gonna ask. I was gonna see what. Damn, I don't even know what to
Oh,
start at.
I can let me start it this time.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna start this shit just like how you started the other day. I am no longer a Dragon Ball fan when it comes to the story. I can't. That nigga ruined my day when he dropped that damn interview. I swear he did.
Akira Toriyama. I was gonna
You
bring
ruined
that
my
up.
day.
Yeah,
I promise you that nigga ruined my day.
I
I'm no
told
longer a
you.
Dragon Ball fan. I can't do it.
Mm,
He's he's only there for the fights with me now. And I go to celebrate the movie because I love Dragon Ball. But I'm no longer a fan, bro, because that shit just don't make sense to me. It
Welcome
don't
to the
seem
dark
like it's
side.
gonna. It don't seem like it's gonna fit. It don't seem like it. The first
It
thing
was
they did,
crazy.
they
It was crazy. I said all this 2 months, a month ago, a month and a half
did, and I
ago.
tried to give it a chance because I was like, let me see what he gonna say first. Now that he didn't say this shit, I'm mad because
I
this is what I'm
told you.
saying.
I said I gave the interview before it even happened. I said word for word what was gonna happen. And when I seen it,
The
I was like,
Gohan shit made me mad, and
told
then the
you,
Piccolo explanation made me mad
told
because when they talked about the scene that he got the power up in, which was a dragon's wish, my nigga couldn't train. The dragon said, "Yeah, you about as strong as them," and I dropped a little extra in there. No, I'm a manga man when it come to Dragon Ball because if this ever get put into the show, it's not gonna
it
make
is.
sense.
All this is canon. All this canon.
Done. I'm fucking done.
All this canon. All this takes place, and I'm glad Kilo here, so I can
I
look him
can't.
dead in the camera. Where the camera
I'm
is?
not doing it. I'm
Hold on.
not doing it.
I'm gonna tell Kilo.
It was Kill that was arguing with you that night. I don't think
Oh,
he killed.
oh, damn. So let me wait. You sure it wasn't Kilo?
It was
All
Kill.
right,
It wasn't Kill. It
all
was
right,
Kill. I remember.
Kill. All this takes place after. What was it? What's the nigga name?
Granola.
Say what?
After the granola art.
All this takes place. Hold on,
Get a little closer.
hold
Get a
on.
little closer. You got to get
All this,
even closer.
hold
You
on.
know.
All this takes place after the granola arc, my boy. All of it.
Get a little
Hold
closer
on,
because we both was trying to tell his
hold
ass.
on, hold on. Let it get a little focus.
Get it to the eye.
All this takes place after the granola arc, my boy. That's all I gotta say. Thank you and good
We
night.
tried to tell him that.
I tried to let him know, but he wanna be stubborn.
But
He
that's
wanna
why
be
I don't like
stubborn.
it. I told him I wasn't gonna like it if all of this took place like after. If it took place after granola in the manga, I would have been okay with it.
Cause
But if
cause
they try to fit
Gohan
it
and
in,
them, you see how like old Goten and them is in the movie?
that's what I said. I was like, if you're trying to tell me that the moral arc and these amount of times, then of course this is gonna take place after that because we didn't see them in them arcs.
Kilo said
He said you gotta run that back with Kelda.
Kilo, hey, make sure when he get in here, let me know. I'm gonna get on his ass. I'm gonna get one more
You
beat.
made me call his ass on God just to tell him to get on the stream. Like, bro, get on the stream. Luna got something to say to you. Let me
bro
text
was,
his ass.
bro argued up and down. I was wrong.
But shit, I can't agree with that. That's my leading to it. Cause the only good thing that I would have took out of it, if he would have left the Piccolo thing alone, Cell thing was understandable because if he wasn't that strong, there would have been no point to their forms. The only thing that I was
But
okay
now
with
you
is
see
just
what I was saying. Like, why is Cell here, and how is he stronger if he's not perfect? The whole point of
that
perfect Cell was because he was
he
perfect,
was perfect.
and
And in the
now
movie, he Cell Max and he's in the second form and he's just the different color.
no, and they gonna
And
say some bullshit that
he
it
wasn't
was
complete. He
it
wasn't
it
done.
wa-
That's like what
it
they said.
wasn't his strength was there, but his form wasn't
There,
completed. But
that don't make no sense.
off of technology left over from original Cell. But it's just like if you have technology left over from original Cell, he's supposed
He
to be
should look
imperfect.
like right. He's
But
supposed to at least
but
look like
but the lore of perfect is because he had to go suck up the android. So it's just like to get the perfect, you need the androids. That was the whole point of all of them being there. That was the whole story arc. Like when Cell got awakened because he come from the other timeline from the future, and that's nothing.
they was dead at
How
the
the
time.
fuck does he have Cell's technology when Cell's from the future? Unless now we're in the timeline where Cell is supposed to. Unless we're in a timeline now where Cell would be created, which would make sense. except he's earlier, and because the cell that we had came from the future. I mean, if they would have did this, that we progressed so much in the future that we're finally in the timeline where original future
That
Trunks
came
came
from.
from, and
Yeah,
now
like
it's
it's a
our
random amount
turn.
of time has
Yeah,
passed by.
now
That would have
because
made much sense.
now we're in the time era where
What up, Thunder?
this would be the future Trunks timeline technically, and Cell is supposed to be created now, and he's supposed to come out, but because we already faced Cell, they had to do extra shit to make him stronger, and then we get Cell Max. So Cell Max is the cell that is Cell.
Should have been after Perfect Cell. Like it's
Cell
what you
Max.
said.
If they would have
He should
said,
have been like
if they would have
before
said if they would have said because Cell came from the future and fucked up the timeline, Cell Max, the people who created Cell Max, he basically juiced them up extra because Cell's like the technology that they had to get to Cell, they defeated him. So it's like, well, let's make him stronger, do all this extra shit. You get the two androids that come, the one and two.
reverse engineer him with
And
that
and
whole
no,
process.
not in reverse engineer 'em. They took the technology from what the original androids did, tested it with the two new dudes, while making Cell Max stronger. And then when he comes out, he absorbed him to make a new perfect Cell.
It would have been clean, and you could have gave him a
But
whole
that's
nother
too,
form of that.
but that's too deep for Dragon Ball fans and shit. Now,
I pull it, bro, because this is my thing, the whole Gohan thing. Like Kilo
I
said, I
I
got
got
a
a
problem
problem
with
with
the
the
strongest
strongest
nigga
nigga
not
not
even
even want
one
to be a
fighter.
fighter,
That's my point.
bruh.
Because
Yes,
even when
bruh.
Granola said I
What
want to
up,
be the
Thunder?
strongest, even when Granola said I want to be the strongest, Granola wasn't a fighter, but he was out there on his 10 when he was the strongest though. He went in and beat the
Exactly.
shit out over their ass. So my whole thing with the whole Gohan shit is I can agree that Gohan could have the potential
No,
to
no,
be
no, no, no.
stronger than Bro.
I always argued that Gohan was the strongest, and I'm glad that they doubled back and said like Mystic Energy is
Cause I
God Key. It's just a different form of it
because I
because
was gonna say that
the
even then
Kai's.
they said that he was the strongest unfused character.
Yeah, no, even then, like if you go back and look at the Kai's, they always said the Kai's are the strongest mortals. Over the Kai's are angels. They're the only niggas over. So when you look at Mystic and they double back with the Boo, and that when he sucked up the Supreme
Or
Kai, the
how
big
they
Kai
say he
dude,
looked like how he looked
he
like
was
Big
a
Boo.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was a god. But because he was so good, he was internally fighting Boo the entire time. That's
And
why
that's
Boo
why
was
they
so
split off
broken.
like that. Like when they got the opportunity to split, it was
Yeah.
taken because
And
the other
so
one.
and then when he absorbed them, he basically absorbed God Key, and that's why Boo was so strong. But they didn't have a way to explain that because it was back then, which I get it. But that's why I was so in love with the moral arc, and then they fucked it up. Cause
I was okay with it until I was
nah,
okay
bruh,
with it
the moral
when
arc
they
would
got
have
the boo.
the
They got the
moral.
boo. Boo whooped them. When Gohan and Piccolo fought the android, that was when I stopped liking it because that was when I saw that it wasn't gonna be a different arc. I thought Vegeta was gonna beat Moro. That's who I wanted to whoop Moro. And he came
Regardless, I was in love with the moral arc until that bullshit at the end, and so it's just like fuck that.
the Gundam, the Spirit Gundam. This is what we just got called in here.
Yeah, so like fuck, like if you wanted to have a Susanoo or some bullshit, you should have like explained that
Oh,
shit.
don't get me started because that
Like
shit made me more mad than anything. The
like
fact that
they
it looked like that.
yeah, and what's crazy is my hero did the same shit, but it worked way better.
I put so why can't you
Cause Dragon Ball
make
Z
your own
sucks.
version?
Like Dragon Ball Z is too dumbed down. Like I love Dragon Ball Z, and that's why like I don't get over it. Like I don't get too mad at it because like
I reached
you,
my point when I saw that interview though.
I
Like I
told
did.
you,
I was like, I can't. I was
I
like, this shit
saw,
is
bro, I
man,
saw
it's
the light
irritating.
leave your eye, bro. Like I was like the little, cause I said all this 2 months ago. So
It was gone. I was like, I can't. I was like, this nigga has ruined one of
cuz
my
taking a
favorite.
smoke break
And yeah, I'm right
to
here
go
with you, bro.
wild.
I'm right here.
Hey,
Which
hey, chocolate. Go. You gotta run back the episode because I had something that you would like.
you got something funny that you probably gonna want to put in the net.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and we're gonna be back on YouTube on starting this episode, bro.
So he
So
got everything straightened out with that. So we
yeah,
finna get
so you can go back and rewatch it afterwards or whatever. But yeah, bro, it sucked, bro. Like
that shit's gone. Like I feel like the only thing that I would put the light back in my heart for Dragon Ball was if we got like a Dragon Ball treatment for Goten and Trunks.
Dragon
If
Ball
we
Z.
got their own little story.
Dragon Ball Z is one of those my first anime.
It
Yeah,
was
it
one of
is.
my first ones too, chocolate, but that
No,
shit just lost it for me.
no. Speaking of that, they're making a Vegeta series.
I like that better. I want to see Vegeta.
Like,
I want to see
like with his
Goten.
dad and stuff.
I want
With
to see Vegeta and Goten. I want not Vegeta and Goten, but Trunks and Goten
no, it's
on this
with
shit.
Vegeta, like what he was doing as a like basically
A
Vegeta's Dragon
kid, like
Ball,
like when he was a
like
kid.
his
But he
Dragon
had. Are
Ball
they gonna put
series.
Tarble in it? I want to
That's
see
what I'm
Tarble in
saying.
it.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're going back further enough to where like it's so much free space that. But my thing is like what's gonna suck and what people are gonna be upset about is that there's gonna be no Super Saiyan transformations. There's gonna be
This
no
pro,
like
this before all of that.
yeah, it's before because like so every like you
This
have
when
a
the legends was
base.
getting made.
You have a base of what how strong Vegeta can be, and
Bigger.
so no, a
That's
Broly series. No, that's why the
nah.
movie sucks because well, the movie don't suck, but Broly was stuck on a planet, so a Broly series would just be trash
Yeah, you just be him
on a
surviving on
planet.
the planet
It
day to day.
it'll be yeah, it'll be fucking what's it called a slice of life.
Yeah,
So
it'll be a slice of
with
life at the
Vegeta
end.
though, like if they this is where they need to go back and show all the old planets, all the old races that the Saiyans destroyed and see how strong, like see him as the prince, like give him the glory days. So when you do get to see him in Dragon Ball, it humbles him. So when he do get that defeat, it hits so much harder. So we
Because
can
he was that.
understand
That was
he
a
was
lot of
that
things that people don't understand. That he was that nigga before he fought
yeah,
Goku.
like
When he,
how like
cause my
we
biggest thing with that was he told Nappa to fight them niggas first. Vegeta was sitting back, letting Nappa fight
yeah,
them niggas.
like
That tell you everything. That
that
Vegeta don't fight first. He fight last.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like we need to see like the growth of it. If they do this
Yeah,
right,
he gonna be rolling with Frieza. That's gonna be what Vegeta
that and
basically
that's what
is.
I'm saying. And that's why I say like we could get transformations through Frieza and shit because we knew about his transformations and stuff. And he don't fight. So, but not even that. Frieza can be built up. Frieza can be the big bad of the show. That don't do nothing because we already know so much about Frieza. And so the
Yeah.
whole show could be Vegeta like being young, seeing his dad get humiliated, and when he go out to them planets and shit, when he transform into his great ape, going ape shit. And then him meeting Nappa and him meeting Raditz and them like as a young like they could make
And
this a young shonen
Turtles, they
show.
don't mention that he meet Turtles out there too. Like he met Turtles out there as a
Yeah,
kid.
like this could be a dope way to make a dope shonen show of this time era with Vegeta as the
Dragon
main
Ball.
character. Yeah,
Like
with
it
Vegeta
literally
as the
be
main
Dragon Ball.
character, and literally like you know how we grew up with Goku and Krillin, like and we saw his growth. So
Little
when we
kids.
yeah, that could be the same thing with Vegeta, except it be Raditz, Vegeta, and Nappa, and we get all the Saiyans and the entire Saiyan race, and we can get Bardock and them like coming in every now and then as like that's the pinnacle. Like these niggas, like
Like
we
they
we could
true.
yeah,
Like
like
you forget like how they could tie it in is like Vegeta and Bardock walk past each other and Bardock beat the fuck up from when he just fought gas. They let you know
yeah,
that
like
ain't
little
actually
shit.
wrong.
Yeah,
And little shit like that.
but Vegeta look at it like you sorry saying because that's how he see them as
'Cause I
lower
would have whooped
class.
his ass. Like
Yeah,
he gonna probably
no,
look
but
at him like I would
not
have
even
whooped
that,
that
not even
ass.
that. Like make it to where like when he see them always coming back for being beat up, is him looking down on them like y'all are sorry as
That could
shit.
never be me. That could
Yeah,
never be.
never could never be me. You know what I'm saying? And him getting that pride as a saying and shit. He 1v2 Goku.
'Cause that's
Goku
like a
said,
big
"Look."
thing in it right now. Like Goku is finding his
Goku
different.
said,
He's saying,
"Goku said, look, Piccolo, we can beat this nigga. I'ma hold him down. You
"Hold him
shoot
down
him.
and you shoot him."
Grab the Glock. We better bust this nigga
Grab the
ass."
Glock. We finna bust him up one time. Hey, I can't
Oh
even
my
front. Raditz ran
god,
them niggas
bro.
phase 1v2. I couldn't even front. Raditz went out there and fought them niggas 1v2.
I
And was
bet,
like,
bro.
alright. Was like, alright. So y'all jumping? Y'all ain't. And that was like how
Bruh.
you were.
Bruh,
Y'all
that
jumping
shit
at y'all.
funny, bruh.
That's
But
what I want to see Raditz. I wish that we would see Raditz in hell or something like that. Cause you don't see him nowhere. You don't even get a mention of him no more. And
but
I
that's what
feel
I'm
like
saying.
that's
I want, cause he was rolling with Vegeta. Like I want to see them.
still
Like
rolling.
I want to see them. Like go through the Shonen era. Like their Shonen. Like Vegeta is his Shonen. Like he's a Shonen. Like I want to see their Shonen era. So when they do get the Dragon Ball Z era, and the last episode need to be them coming to planet Earth.
Earth, like them leaving, like them listening to the fight is like them getting into the fight, listening
Yeah,
to the
get
fight
into
is a
the
bad
vibe, and that's the last
episode.
episode. That should be.
And
You know
they
how
going,
dope that'll be. You know
that'd be
how
clean as
dope.
fuck.
You know how fire that'll be. If the last episode is them getting in the pod, coming to Earth, and getting humble, and then you could just go to that episode. Like you literally can just pick up from that and start Dragon Ball Z from that episode and watch it on out, and
Right,
fucking
the only
go.
thing you would have missed was the Raiders fight and them training.
No, but not even that. Like halfway through, like the end of the season, a series or whatever, Raditz go off like, "Hey, you need to go to Earth and go get it ready," and then
And
Raditz
y'all
never
can go
come
watch
back.
Raiders now. Like
No,
damn,
not
one
even
nigga
that.
ain't come back.
No, not even that. Just see from Vegeta's point of view, like he never came back. Nigga died.
And then died.
Yeah, nigga went out there and lost his
That
life.
nigga went out there and lost his life to his little brother. And you know that nigga Vegeta was like, I could never. I mean, that little brother
Never.
would never knock
And
me
and
off.
and went out there and got humbled.
That little brother would never knock me off. And you got humbled by that same little
Nah,
brother.
listen, whole time, his brother out there, Goku, and
Oh
he
God, he don't even know.
don't even know. His brother out there doing shit on what's that damn tentacle pussy planet, whatever that nigga on.
Damn, what was the name of that hill? I couldn't even
Oh
remember.
no,
Where
but
he had the little orange hair.
yeah, he out there got a got no. I'm talking about his brother. He out there cuffed up with a
Oh
whole
yeah,
wife and
yeah.
everything.
Talking about Tarbo, we don't even know the name of the
Oh,
brother. That nigga got
Tarbo,
sent
Tarbo,
to.
yeah,
He
that nigga.
sent. He
Every time
sent
I
that
think
nigga.
he,
He
every time
sent
I
that nigga Tarbo off to be a scholar. He gave that nigga a Gohan treatment. Like I'm gonna send you
listen,
to this planet where you ain't gonna have to fight nothing too strong for you to be high.
every time I hear about that nigga, I just think of turtles and shit. Like I don't know why it's too
Tarbo.
many T's and shit.
It's because he don't have that vegetable name like the rest of them. That's what I
I
hit.
thought Tarbo was a vegetable name. Or
I thought it was a table. That's what I honestly think it is.
table?
It stands for table because I think it
Damn,
had something to do with the fact that he was weak. Like people walked over him or stood on top of him or some shit like that. So they named
yeah,
him Tarvel and he stand for table. And the rest of them had like vegetable name. Cause you know
damn.
vegetables make you strong.
Oh damn, I ain't thinking about that. That's
Yeah.
funny.
I think about their names like that for real because I just got done watching Shaman King and Yo and Howard like that. Yo, I think means happy. How means sad. But if you look at them, it's the opposite. Like Yo is sad most of the time, or
Yeah.
how is sad most of the time, and Yo is happy. And the story kind of go like that hand in hand. I like what Netflix did with Shaman King because, like you said when we first talked about it, the original is kind of like push and
It's
pull.
cool,
It's
but like you can see where like
uh,
they didn't stick
it's
to the manga
52
too much.
episodes of manga because even in the fights, you'll get them calling their attacks out, and it's a colored animated cut of the manga with the word of the attack coming
Yeah,
down and everything. And I thought that was clean,
yeah,
especially with Ring. Like when Ring say Aniki Bang, which is that his electric move. I would say Aniki Bang on the screen as like
yeah.
a manga cut, and that shit fine.
I see. Shaman King was the first anime that I found that like they didn't stick to the well they did the manga but they changed it, and so I went back
Yeah.
and read it. Yeah, like so. I'm
And
glad
it's
that like
probably
people are coming
because
back to it.
And I like that. I like how they did it for this because even though I feel like they gave it a PG rating because of the first couple episodes, is I said it is not PG when you get down to the end.
Oh
Because
yeah, no.
oh,
But
you
if
see
they,
people get
it's the Hunter
stabbed. You
Hunter
talk
treatment.
about
It's the
reincarnation.
Hunter
Yeah,
Hunter
it's the
treatment.
hundred
Yeah,
thing.
That's what
Yeah,
a lot of those '90s anime starting in '90s. They went into the 2000s. Man, them niggas went dark, bro. Like,
I'm talking about like, and you can tell even in this little adaptation, the first probably 10 to 15 episodes you could probably consider PG. And he fight Faust when
yeah.
motherfuckers dead bodies get to coming out the ground. That's when it
Mm-hmm.
kind of changed.
Kilo, my hero kind of pissing me off the way they ending, bro. Don't get me started, bro. I'm tired. I got off. Listen, bro. My hero is. I die by my hero. But it's the they said
Mm-hmm.
it's the editor that he got a new editor, so like hopefully they it gets back to how it was in the first war, cause
Last chapter was
that
pretty
editor
good
that
though.
edit bro that editor that they said that they had at Shonen Jump was trash. Like he's the
And I
reason.
feel like
Like
the reason they let
he's
him
the
go was
no
because
wait
the
wait wait wait.
Chainsaw Man in it.
No. He's the reason why all them fucking. Remember I told you that all them long lists of shit they got canceled. It's because of him. He was the editor for all of those mangas. Everything that I told you they got canceled. Samurai
I
8.
bet it come
The
back.
what's the
I bet
witch?
it come
No, no. Once the show get once something get
Just cut
canceled, it's
is
gone.
cut it. And that's crazy that they
The
won't give it
only
a chance
way
for that new edit.
some could come back if like they go to a different, cause what did that something got canceled in one show, in one comic, in one series, in one magazine, and they went to another magazine and brought it back. Or no, like some guys. So it's been some times where shit got canceled and came
We
back,
get
but
canceled.
the fucking thought of that is just so rare.
Do you believe that it could become a more like common thing because of that whole editor situation? I believe that it would,
What do you mean?
especially if it was like, you know how in school, if a new teacher get there and they fail everybody, and they say, oh, it's the teacher, it's not the kids. Okay, where did they go to Stone and Jump, and they be like, okay, maybe it was the editor. Maybe the editor looked at these
I
titles
would
a little
believe
weird.
that. I would believe that. Well, I know it's that because, like, what was that? That what was that manga I told you that ended? And it was the witch one. There was the girls.
I was just finna say that. I can't remember the name of it, but that was the
But
one that I was gonna ask you about. Do
okay,
you think
so
that one could get like a rescript?
no, because the way they forced them to end it, they
Oh,
ended
they
it.
forced ended. They forced ended some of them. Like y'all finna get canceled in and shit like that.
Yeah. Like
Oh, okay.
he
He
made
made them
them
end the
end it.
stories.
Like if you go read Samurai
I'm
8,
thinking that it just got like if it was
no,
at 10, like an 11 didn't come out
yeah,
or something like that.
yeah, no, so how he did it, they were all getting canceled, and he made them wrap up the series. That's
It
why, like,
depends what you
that's
hold on.
what
It depends what you looking for. We'll talk about it in a
what's
minute.
the best shonen anime to watch right now? Right now, ain't nothing out. Like
It
right
ain't
now,
that you have to
right.
go back and find some stuff for you.
Yeah, right now it's a Spy Family world. Everything finna come out during fall season.
And that shit got a second season in 3 fucking months. I can't believe it.
No,
This shit over
it's
last
a
month and it's coming
it
back in
was a
October.
it was a sec they releasing the second
It was a two
core.
core.
It was a
It's a
two
two core.
core. It was a two
Okay.
core.
I was gonna say ain't no damn way. Ain't no motherfucking way. Y'all telling me this shit got approved for a second season and it got a second season done and animated and with a
Yeah,
release date
yeah,
in three
no.
fucking months.
It's a
Ain't
two
no way.
core. It's a
It
two
had to
core.
have been a two core.
It's a two core. But they the way so with what I was gonna
Talking
say.
about the editors in that witch
Okay,
man.
so with the editors, the way he did it is that when they was getting canceled, he made them wrap up the show. Like he started like, okay, let's just go to the beginning of his list. Samurai 8. If you go read Samurai 8, they was in the midst of a fight. And then next thing you know, these chapters start coming out, and this is just a future, a bunch of shit. And then you get to the last chapter, it's just all these forms and villains and stuff that he had, that he was like in his head that Kishimoto was gonna, bruh, the show would have shitted on Naruto, bruh.
Ooh, my boy
Samurai
said it
8,
would have shitted on my favorite show.
Samurai 8 would have been the greatest anime that like for like everything he learned from Naruto, he was it would have been his Hunter x Hunter. It'd have been his
You
Hunter x
know that.
Hunter. Say what? You froze, my boy.
Ah,
Hello?
damn.
You froze, my boy. You froze, my boy.
Edo.
Huh? What you say?
See Edo. You straight now?
Yeah, you can I see you? You the one froze?
Yeah.
Or
You
did I
straight.
freeze
You
on
straight
your
now?
end?
Yeah, froze on my end for a second.
On my end, you like what you about to say?
But I forgot what I was finna say.
About
What was you
Samurai
just
8.
talking about?
Like I was saying, like it was Samurai 8 was. I mean, yeah, Samurai 8 was gonna be
Oh,
Kishimoto's Hunter x
and I
Hunter.
said, and I said Tagashi made me laugh because he dropped that newsletter and he told he told him like why
Look,
you couldn't
it's
do that. That
funny.
shit made me laugh like, but it's not funny, but it's funny.
Yeah, like it's funny, but it's real as fuck. Cause like we old as fuck now, so I relate. You know me, I
Like when
relate.
he said, like when he drew the
Hey,
picture of how he had to squat down
lay
to
it
grab something,
down.
I instantly knew what he was talking about. I was like, they tell us to do that so we don't fuck our
No,
face up.
when he drew his dog thing laying down, like replying to him, like when he drew his dog laying in the bed writing this thing that we was reading, I say I
Yeah.
feel you because you don't know how many times I be wanting to lay in the bed
Like
and
my
do all
boy
this.
said, this is how I have to draw now. And he was just
Hey,
laid up in the bed. Like I was
hey,
like,
he
he been drawing like that for 2 years.
Hey, he a real nigga, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like if he just catered, listen, all his fans is like 20, 26 plus now, bro. He
I'm
got
24. It's like
yeah.
you
That's what
right.
I'm saying. Like 20, 20. I just said, let's just say y'all like 20, any 22 and up is his fan base.
Hey,
Like we feel him. Like bro, like
they
get
be
your health
saying like,
straight.
bro, you ain't gotta tell
Hey,
us shit. Like,
as long as you feel up to the part to draw, we here
you
with you,
feeling
bro.
better because you making
Hey,
jokes now. That's
yeah,
all I
like
got.
when he
I know
said he shit and gotta get in the shower, bro. I say, hey, when I be in the hospital sometime, I'm not saying I gotta shit and get in the shower, but when I understand.
I
I
got to goddamn.
understand. I can still wipe my ass. My nigga can't wipe his ass, but I understand, bro. Like sometimes you be laying there, you be hurting, bro. You just be hurting.
I knew
I
what my
get
nigga
it.
was. I was like, my man's made my day when I seen that. I was like, at least my boy
Yeah.
making jokes. Like, you able
No,
to write. I
he
love
back to
that.
him. He getting back to
Yeah,
him or whatever. So like I love Tagashi, man. I just
it's a good little sign. You know, he going back to himself.
yeah. And
He
Sailor
may try to
Moon.
go ahead and finish it. Like that's what I'm looking for him to do.
Yeah,
Is he's
like I
go ahead and just finish it.
I think that's what he's gonna do. I think he finna finish cause like Sailor Moon just celebrated their 30th anniversary 2 days ago.
The
Yesterday.
Hakusho did do this year, like probably a
Yeah,
couple
yeah.
weeks
Yu Yu
ago. Maybe
Hakusho's is it was 2 weeks ago, and so it's just like I think he realizing like if he don't do it now, it ain't too much time
gonna
left.
get that. Yeah, he's not gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, but his wife Takeuchi and she, I know she probably wouldn't mind, but you could
I
tell like
already
he,
said he was gonna give it to her, but like you said, like you was just finna say, everybody say that he don't want to. Not for
yeah.
real. He want to be the one to finish it because he started it. Who don't
I
want to
mean, I
finish something
get
that's
it. Like that's like me and my music. Like I have a beat unfinished, and then somebody be like, "Let me look at it." Nope. So
nope.
like as an artist,
Right,
I get it. Like I don't want nobody to touch my shit. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like
Even if
even
it is like your significant, and his wife at that, even though that is
yeah.
like his wife, that's something that he started, and
But
it's
they
real
but
special.
they yeah, but not even that. They both started as artists. That's you know what I'm saying? Like they're both artists, so it's just like, nah, nigga, like gone somewhere.
It's like you should understand more than anybody how I feel about it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm telling he probably said that so we would be happy if something happened to him. Like, my fans know that my wife gonna do it, but in reality, like she an artist, so I understand more than
I
anybody that
feel
she
like
going
I I feel like if something did happen to him, it would get the berserk treatment by her and she'd kill that shit. But at the same sense, I know it's over with. Like,
That's how I feel about Berserk. If I could get Kento to come back as a ghost and write Berserk and just finish it, I promise you I would, rather than them doing it how they doing it now. Not saying that they
no, have
not
you
doing
not seen it?
Minutes straight.
They just
I
released the
don't
new.
want.
They just
I ain't
released the
want to
two
talk about it.
chapters.
Yeah, I seen that shit. My boy coming through the forest, swinging that hoe on his ass.
No, we ain't gotta talk. I don't want to spot because I ain't there. I just looked at the
And you not
chapter,
there.
but
Yeah, my boy.
it looked spitting image like that nigga came from the
It,
grave and drew that shit.
you do, and that's what I liked about it when I read the first chapter.
Yeah,
Because one of my friends was like, that nigga is through 20 years of character development. Out the window. I was like, he did for a split second of anger, and I understand because I ain't gonna spoil it. But in the
yeah. Get off the
situation, it
subject
was
because
it
you
was
don't know
called.
how to walk the subject
I've
without
been doing
spoiling it.
good. I've been doing
You
good though lately.
have,
I
you
have been doing
have.
good lately.
I give you that, but you
Hey,
suck
that
at
shit,
spoiler
I'm gonna
shit.
give you a chance to read it. Me, when I read, I'm gonna go chapter probably when we get off tonight. But
Y'all
I
back.
had read the first
What Kilo say?
about
Y'all.
talking about when we was going back and forth about the camera.
Oh, y'all back right now. Oh, okay.
But it do look the same though. Like even the characters look the same. And there's one character that you haven't seen in a few chapters, and they drew him exactly like how he would have been drawn. So
Yeah.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah,
I
no,
can
that's
appreciate
why
it.
I didn't read none. I think I seen the Japan. I looked at the Japanese version, so I wouldn't get spoiled nothing. And I like
Just
I'm
wanted to see the pictures, like the
yeah,
artwork.
yeah. I think I seen a couple pages, and I was like, okay, yeah, like I see why everybody going crazy. Like we here, so there's no like jarring. If
Dude,
anything, it may be
this
some
gonna hold
dot.
us over for One Piece. Like this is gonna get these two chapters. I think they're gonna do it
Why
every
my
week.
shit
If
freezing?
they do it every week, that's gonna
Oh
keep us
shit!
over
Hold
till
on,
One
hold on, hold
Piece.
on. Oh, okay.
Happen.
Oh, the computer's finna die. It
Oh
was blinking, and
shit.
I was like, "Why my shit blinking?"
Like they this gonna probably hold us over till One Piece. One Piece come back July 25th, and the last chapter of One Piece was really exciting to look forward to for the next one.
Yeah, that's
You
probably
got
why it
you got to
froze
see the new
earlier.
app.
I'm
Damn,
sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry. I keep cutting you out, but yeah, it was blinking. That's probably why it froze. Or it had no juice running out.
they got the new admiral. In this new admiral is
Oh, I
supposed
seen
to
him.
be a
Yeah, he a grass
Kanu's
nigga.
junior. And he's a Kanu's junior though. Like he looked up to a Kanu. Like you didn't hear him on the snail phone. He was like, "Yeah, big homie, I'm over here. I'm finna handle this shit." And he was talking
Oh
to
yeah,
the
no, he was
Kanu,
talking greasy. He was talking
talking real
greasy.
greasy.
He,
So
oh, I wonder who gonna
I was
fight
like,
him though.
I want my boy to fight his ass. Fuck that.
No, bruh. Like that nigga just.
If he gonna cut up Gear Five,
Bruh.
if it's not him or Yamato, I'm gonna be mad. If
Gear
Yamato
five,
don't pick,
Gear five
if
not gonna
Yamato don't
show up.
pick up,
I'm gonna
I
tell
want
you this.
Yamato to fight him, man. I
I'm gonna
want
tell you
Yamato
this.
to fight
I'm
him,
gonna
man.
tell you this.
Just
I'm
for
gonna
the
tell you
payback.
this. If Luffy fight him, Gear Five won't show up. Oh, now you want to come over here? Gear Five won't show up, and you gonna see how strong Luffy is, but you gonna see how weak that nigga. I think he here just to see show how weak he is, or see how strong Luffy done became.
I feel like we're gonna see how strong Luffy they became because it's two reasons why I feel like Luffy will fight him. One of those reasons that you just said, we need to see how big of a gap he has in between these admirals, how stronger he is than the lesser experienced admiral. The devil fruit, yes, we don't know almost nothing about. We know that it's his own. That's the only thing that we know about it. Loki, I mean. And second reason is he gonna look at him like this my chance to fuck with a Kanu that same way he fucked with me. He took my brother away from me. Let me take somebody special away from his ass. He gonna fuck him just like that. And
Mm.
that's one of the reasons that I feel like Yamato is gonna be the one that be like, let me fight him. Fuck it. Another reason is she just got on the crew. This gonna be her proving moment. Let me fight an admiral for you, Cal. Let me show you what I'm about. She gonna go and then this other dude to the dude that killed her nigga. So come on, doc. That's one thing that I liked about Wano is that we got to see that Ace did have a relationship with somebody. I like him and Yamato's little relationship that they
Yeah,
had at a small time that it was shown. You see, that's where he got the idea for the paper to give to Luffy.
yeah.
Yamato gave him his paper.
I ain't think about somebody else fighting them. What? Yeah, my
I don't
face.
want Zoro to fight him because I feel like Zoro has gotten a lot of screen time in the manga,
No, that's what I'm
in the
saying. Like,
anime.
if somebody that's already done fought, like, you know how many fights it is back to back to back to back to back? Get out my
I want
face.
like somebody like Nami, Usopp, Brook,
Somebody
Robin.
like, yeah,
I
I
want
rather,
Jinbei to get out there
yeah, I like somebody else that's like ain't got no,
outside of Sanji, Luffy, and Zoro because they do a
yeah.
lot of that heavy lifting shit.
Why you shedding, Jay? Why you
I don't
shedding?
think Sanji has his wait yet. I feel like he had his whole thing in whole cake.
Oh,
I ain't been like that went on there, and I like that little last one. Chainsaw Man Part 2 come out July 13th. I can't wait to read that to see like what that's gonna
oh
be
yeah,
about.
I thought it was gonna coincide with the anime, but they said no, they finna drop this
Mm-mm.
shit now.
It's but because did you get when he like talked about what the next part was gonna be about when he finished the last one? He said Denji's not gonna be the main character at this part. He said that when the first one ended.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
He said Denji won't be the protagonist, the main protagonist in the next attachment to the series. Like he'll probably be in it.
Mm-hmm.
He won't play like the big role like we've seen him play as Chainsaw Man. Like we'll probably get another person that has like another deal or an attachment with another devil that we be.
Well, you think he'd be like a mentor role?
I don't think he would be a mentor role because he kind of already doing that. Little Makime, he trying to make sure she come out good this time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like what we may end up seeing Denji doing is what he said he wanted to go do, is just go look for power. Because at the end, he said when she gave him some blood, he was like, "I'm gonna come look for you." And at the end, when he had little baby Makime, the dude was like, "Well, what you finna do?" He was like, "Well, I did make a promise to somebody."
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I feel like that may be what Denji may end up doing, but they have a big world to play with Chainsaw, especially with how they explain how the demons and the devils work. Like the whole primal thing. Like primal fears are the strongest demons in the world because everybody is afraid of them. Like the darkness, water, the fear of heights. The gun devil was strong, but he wasn't the primal fear. I can't think of like another one. But just thinking of primal fears that people have, like that's like a protagonist. You get how they're brought into the human world. Like how do they get here and get sent back? They
Yeah,
have to die the same way how the rest of them do. Like, do they
yeah.
get a special condition because they so strong? Is they in the third? So I feel
Well,
like that's
but
what
if
it may be
but
about.
if but if he's not the protagonist, they can't just start off at the top. Like
Yeah,
somebody
they
got to
wouldn't be
build their
able
way
to. They
back
probably
up.
had to start at the bottom again. But the little
Yeah.
agency is almost gone, though, is what I was saying.
Oh yeah, that's what was so yeah. Like so with that, I don't know. He made
That
it
was
to where
almost like a Demon Slayer thing, how the whole agency was almost gone or it wasn't needed per se anymore.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anything, he can be like he can start an agency or be like he get a
That would
select
be
group,
cool.
but I
If
don't
Denji
see
got to
that.
hit people that were like little devils or had contracts with devils, that would be cool.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily see that either. I don't know. It could be all kinds of shit, or he could just be, or he can it can be
Go to hell.
a
I feel
ginkai
like that was a good one.
like
That
pull
was
a
like a good little thing. Like he could pull a Genkai, like teach little
like
Makime how
yeah.
to handle herself. Like he could do that. I wanted to see them go back to hell though, because I like when they went there. They only went there at one time. And then you
Mm.
seen it a couple of times in panels. But you didn't get to explore it the way like how they were describing some of the devils that be there all the time.
The way he wrote it is so like he can do literally what he wants to now. He can literally just start
It's a
another
big world.
character. He can literally start another character on the side of the world and doing the same thing with no agency and shit. and
It's like how
just
JJK is. JJK is like that. Like curse energy and spirits are like that in JJK. You can have a character that's on the other side of the world that's
like
almost just as strong as your characters
and
because
going
it can be spirits very well.
to a whole nother school with a whole nother group of sorcerers and shit like that.
Not even be in the school. They could be like I told you was a mercenary nigga that don't have
Yeah.
nothing to do with nothing that's going on. He just there.
Yeah, like we are, but the thing about J stuff like JJK and My Hero, they already established that there's different schools, different sorcerers. You know what I'm saying? So with shit like that, hell, they could just pull up. Like, say if they made another My Hero with a whole nother student in America. You know what I'm saying? And like give us an American My Hero, and give us a deck instead of like somebody under like All Might, like somebody under Stars and Stripes, but instead of passing the quirk, they get a mutated quirk like Airy. You know what I'm saying? Like the world is so vast and we know so much about it now. We know that like somebody can get a quirk that's mutated and then be turned into like six different quirks. We know that like parents can have two quirks each from their parents and then their kid gets six quirks, but it's all like generate to one quirk like Bakugo's like,
But
you know
they
what I'm
all
saying?
accumulate into one ability that
Yeah.
like expresses every other ability in their one way.
Yeah, or like the parents can have like a hot fire quirk, and the mom have a freeze quirk. I mean a water quirk, and then like you got a steam quirk, and but you can still
Thing
use
right
fire.
there.
You can still use fire and water stuff separately and control them. I mean, it's so much shit that you can do with worlds like My Hero and Chainsaw Man and Demon Slayer and well, not really Demon Slayer because you killed the damn main nigga. The
And
only
that
thing
was
about be
that's
dope.
that's my most hated thing is when
No,
they
I
kill
like
they do
that
that.
because
Like
now,
it when it's not no setup for a second story. Like do that.
yeah.
Make it fun though. But if you have a potential for like remember when we talked about it and you said you felt like that was too harsh of a jump because you missed almost 4 or 5 generations worth of people
Yeah.
and you only see him on the bookshelf. Now imagine if Muzan had died and you had that setup because you had the love interest, you had the people that liked each other. And let's
Hmm.
just say they got away and they had kids. That was like one example I was gonna give that I didn't
I
like that they
mean, with
killed
the
it.
whole
They killed
Muzan
the
thing,
finality.
with the whole Demon Slayer thing, the way they ended it, even if Muzan lived, it would have been
If
corny. Like it wouldn't have sat right. Like
like damn, he
Muzan,
got away.
Muzan had to die. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, I don't want to spoil it because I was gonna be like, what if this event like
No,
happened
no,
and he succeeded?
no,
Well, that would
no,
have made it
no.
less
I already
corny.
know what you're about to say, and that's weak as fuck. And
It would have made it more corny.
that's when the power of friendship prevail. If that didn't work, then the power of friendship is irrelevant and shonen. Like that has to prevail no matter what you say. So doubling back though, when you get to stuff like, all right, prime example. Like this is why I love My Hero. No matter what, even if All for One dies, there's still quirks in the world, and there's still niggas acting up. You know what I'm saying? Just because the threat in Japan ended, don't mean the threat in America ended. And then what's dope set up now is because All for One, like, yeah, he got followers and shit, but he still got niggas in command in all over the world. And you learn that during that like fucking filler arc and shit that leads to the third movie, and you learn about that when Stars and Stripes pull up. Like when Stars and Stripes come, she's like, she talks about like, I've been dealing with you for years, even if I haven't fought you, blah blah blah, whatever she said. And now she's dead.
As fuck.
So now there's a vacuum in America. It's a power vacuum now, and you still have the followers of All for One. So what if after they can immediately start picking up for where those dudes who survive come back and announce to the world that there's no Stars and Stripes, like America doesn't have that number one hero, and you
Whew.
get the start of a new like My Hero journey, and like you just see like the fall of America, and
A
now
fallout of losing the number one hero.
of America.
Like
and you
I
get
can't really say that it happened in Japan because it did, but that replaced him almost instantly. All they did was move Endeavor up.
but
It
see,
wouldn't
but
count.
that's the thing though. Like, but and that's what I was gonna get to. So you can see their top 10 heroes, and you could like you could have the protagonist of the show watching the news, seeing that Stars and Strike fell in Japan, and that the new number one hero is the number two hero, but he's just like an Endeavor. The power gap is fucking wide as shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Because I feel like that's one thing that's the difference. It's way wider than what it was with All Might in Endeavor. Because I feel like with All Might in Endeavor, the
All
only
Might was
reason
old
it
as
was so
shit.
wide, the only reason it was so wide was because people looked at All Might the way that he did. It wasn't
Like All Might
necessarily
was
just
a
his quirk.
god.
He was a god.
Stars
But
and
over there in Stars and Stripes, it was mostly probably her quirk that made her the number one hero. The fact that she was had that really strong quirk.
No, it did. If you read the chapter, it's literally like they was always on her because she was a female. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
she always had to overcome stuff because she was a
And
female.
that one like all, and that one wasn't like All Might, because All Might, like you said,
All
was
Might
a
was that
god,
nigga, yeah. And
and
then
he
on
didn't
top
even
of that,
have the most. And to them, he had the most basic quirk ever, which was just super strength. That's all that they knew.
and so like when you find out like her quirk was fucking,
You can put
she
commands on
the
shit.
oh my god, she's the she like if I had a quirk, it'd be that my weak body having sickle cells and shit.
That would make sense though, because they do say that quirks do play off like that. Like if you have a weak body, you'll have a strong ass quirk like that.
Hell yeah, like I just
They just
know
like
like
overhaul. He had the damn itching thing. He couldn't touch shit, but when
hmm
he did touch something,
yeah,
gone.
like your quirk always like is a counteractive. That's why they always bring up his quirk a virus or his quirk like a mutation or something.
Mutation.
And they always say quirk is a virus. Like it started off as like a virus from something. But that's what I'm saying. Like say like I got sickle cell, so like I just know the like whatever my quirk is something dumb. Anything in anime, I was the one. I was like, what was it? The top. I'm in the top 1% of what sickle cell anemia and shit. Like you can have sickle cells, and you can have sickle cell something else, and then sickle cells anemia, and I'm like in that top 1%. Like sickle cells is broad, but like the 1%, I'm that nigga like in the 1% with the like the fucked up sickle cell shit. All like
So
eh,
you definitely like top tier
that what
rare
I'm saying.
anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So throw that in any kind of anime verse or some bullshit like say Naruto. Like I'm with like Kimamaru or some shit like or some bone shit. Like so, it's with my blood. Like it's some like some
Yeah.
Gekkei KK Genkai.
In Black Clover, your ass got a cosmic grimoire just
Yeah, like
because
some
like
bull,
you
like
can't.
some random
Yeah.
bull, like some like a grimoire from no, what they call it? Like it's not it's a well, it's the what did they call them?
They're not grand
It's not.
shield.
They called it something like they were like
Remember.
it was like it was the niggas that fall under like their powers are like it's cosmic, but they called it something. Um, damn, what was it called?
And I'm rewatching Black Clover too. Well, I'm not
Uh,
rewatching it. I'm trying to finish that shit. Mm.
hold on, let me see.
Nigga
Let me see.
fucked around and left his charger at work. I got to use the wireless tonight. I know
How you
that
use a
shit finna
wire?
fuck.
Oh, you got a wireless charger?
Yeah, got it right here.
No.
Just lay your phone on that hoe.
Yeah, yeah. I had when I worked at like GameStop at FYE, I plugged up one and would use it.
Yeah, I'm using it, so I have it as an emergency charger just in case I lose it or that whole break. It charged my AirPods too. Shit. Oh, I'm watching Bastard. That shit came out yesterday. Boy,
Bastard.
this is one of my first Dark Fantasies. This is probably my second one. I love Dark Snyder because his story is one of the first not a hero story. Because when you meet Dark, when he sell, bro, tell them niggas straight up, this is my plan. I'm finna kill the Grand Priest. And then I'm finna take over the fucking world. That's what I'm finna do. That's what he come out and he say. That's the first thing he say when they ask him what's up. And they encapsulated the whole feel of the anime with the music. He's metal with the music. But damn, everything. It's almost like reading the manga in its. So I'm loving Bastard. So I'm on like the third episode. And it's rated mature. So I love that it keeps the same like graphics from the movie, not the movie, but manga panels to anime. And this ain't a Netflix original because it's a redo. They got an original for it. They came out in the 90s, like the late 80s, I think.
A bastard.
Mm-hmm. Because in Netflix, it don't say Netflix anime original. It just says Netflix anime series because it's just
Mm.
it's pretty cool. It start off exactly like how the manga start off. It is our world in the beginning, and then like some shit happened, and the apocalypse basically happened. Nigga, in a dragon mech, a wizard in a dragon mech.
The
I'm down.
stages. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Go. Stage 0. That's what it'd be like. You know how like it
It's
started like
zero.
9 is the lowest, like stage 9, and you know like Yami and all them are like, and the devils and the Wizard King is like stage 0. Well, they're stage 1, I think, stage 1 or 2, and then there's stage 0. And they said like Asta's magic would be stage 0, but his power he's at like a stage like what was it like set like 8 or some
I think
shit.
he had like a 7. Oh, I was gonna say
Yeah,
it's a 7 or 8, and the
but
explanation that they gave was because he's not loved by man. He's
yeah,
like by anti-magic.
but with sickle cells, like I know like that 1%, just that 1% of me being that like I was the one that's like, you got that shit. I know I'm in the state. Then whatever the damn bullshit state, I gotta work. I may be gifted with some strong, but I gotta work to use it or whatever.
I feel like I would have had a quirk like Hawks. I could just because I like the whole flying thing. I would always like wanted
Yeah.
to fly before, so I feel like I would have wanted some shit like Fierce Wings. Cause that shit is cool. How he can use his different feathers like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. If
Hawks is
I
just
was,
one being careful out there. Whole
I feel
shit,
like
he got
let's.
barbecue flayed.
If I was in My Hero, no, I feel like my quirk could be something dumb like fucking Stars
I
and
would want
Stripes.
like a mutation like how Shoto got
Yeah.
of my mama and my daddy quirk where I can use both of them like
Yeah.
separately and together as a combination.
I've always viewed that like I always thought that too, like or like something just
But
happened to
if you
where
got all for one, yeah, you gonna use all the quirks, or are you just gonna use like that basic one, like the basic
he
like
said
power
run
thing
me
for
that
all for
one.
one?
See niggas who won't like who niggas who will get niggas don't think that he just
If
niggas
I
that get
was
that off
now, that
top.
would be my quirk if I was a hero.
Now
If
if
I
I had
was
to
a
pick,
villain,
if I had to
if I was a
pick,
villain, if I
Shiggy.
was a villain, I want shit. I was just gonna say, if I'm a villain, I want
Shiggy.
Shiki shit off.
Listen, bruh.
I
No,
want to strike
Kilo,
fear
you
in
gotta be
somebody's soul.
logical. Like you gotta think about how your life is for real, and think about
No,
like what your
that's
parents
how I'm thinking
accomplished.
about it.
Yeah, like
That's what I'm
so
thinking about.
like I look at it like my dad. So my dad became a super famous DJ. Not super famous, but he became a famous DJ of the South and all that shit. Like he accomplished a lot of shit, and so I know he would have been like a top 3 hero, top 3 hero off top. And then my mom was super smart, so her quirk would have been like some shit that's just like helpful. And so that quirk would have mutated it into some bullshit. But then I got sickle cells, so that would have mutated into some. I'd have
Right.
had some mutated bullshit. Cause my dad got sickle cells,
Yeah,
but he got base sickle cells. You know what I'm saying?
that's why
And
I
so
said
that would have
eventually.
like,
My parents always let me do whatever I want to. Like I always have
yeah.
had my freedom.
No,
So I
yeah, I
feel like
had
that would express itself in the wings.
yeah, like I had my freedom too. I don't know. Let me break it down. So my dad he DJ for Yin Yang Twins and like Yo Gotti and who else? 3 6 Mafia. He did a lot of shit. Like he did a lot of shit. Like if I one day I gotta just sit and tell you like all the shit he's done. Like he got a platinum record from the Yang Twins from like helping work on that album and stuff. Uh, my mom was like a super smart person. Their quirk, if their quirks right there, just off the top of just like the stuff they done. And then my dad had sickle cell, so his quirk would have been even stronger. Except it was base sickle cells. And my mom had the sickle cell trait, so they would have mutated something a little bit. And then me having sickle cell anemia, and then I done made it D1 with drumming, like I made it to Vanderbilt drumming and shit. So I'm pretty known DJ, and I accomplished a lot of shit at my age. My shit would have been mutated to some fucking. I'm up. I could have been. I'm up there. I'm probably still training, but I'm up there. I'm beating stars and stripes ass. I don't know what kind of quirk I have, but I'm up there with her. I can't think of a
I
quirk
would
in
feel
the
like I would
show.
want some shit like hero wise. If I had to be a hero, like
Yeah.
if I can pick like two professions, if I'm gonna be a villain, I'm gonna pick Shiggy shit. I'm gonna pick Gran Torino shit if I'm gonna
Oh
be a
yeah.
villain.
I
If
feel
I'm
like
gonna be a hero, I'm gonna pick Hawks. I'm gonna pick because I want to be able to just walk through shit. That's just fire as fuck that he can walk through shit like that.
yeah. I feel like my quirk would have been the perfect quirk for a villain, except I would have been a hero. It makes sense.
Fine. That makes sense. That's fine. I felt like I would have had like a quirk because of my mom. Then I would have had like a villain's quirk, a strong ass villain's quirk with a
Yeah.
fire ass hero quirk, and I
Yeah.
just would have had a
Yeah, that's
mutation of
that's
both
how I
of them.
feel. That's how I feel. Like
Yeah.
it would have been both mutated together to some fire, like some super fire. And then it would have been tied to my blood somehow. You know what I'm saying?
I have always thought like different modes and forms when people use their quirks and shit has always been fire. So imagine if you had somebody like that's what their abilities were. Like they use their quirk, they can be like, okay, I can use my quirk and I can make this form and this form better for fighting. I can
Mm-hmm.
use this form and it's better for rescue. This form better for movement. I can swim better than this one. I would
Mm-hmm.
want a quirk that's like that. If I train it good, I can make different forms that are better for different situations.
Yeah.
Almost like all for one, but with one quirk though.
What? Oh, like all like having multiple quirks, but it's in one quirk. Yeah.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
use your one quirk
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of different
That's how.
ways and it
That's
makes
how.
different
That's
modes.
what I. That I'm on the same path of that too. Like I see that too.
Um,
Because sickle cells, like multiple things be wrong with you with sickle cells, but it's still all classified under sickle cells. And I still
right.
be going every day finding out something new with sickle cells. Like, damn, that can happen because of that, or this can happen because of sickle cells or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought about something too. Like I've been sweating a lot here recently because I don't know. Like when I get sick, I sweat really bad. And so like I
I
can
be
have
getting
like
them night sweats when I be
yeah,
nervous about shit. I get night sweats and like,
but like with so it's sick, like if your body's like sick or whatever, you sweat hard. So I think about like, what if I had like a steam form, like so when I
mm.
start sweating, but I lose like body mass and I get quicker and faster. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm
I
getting
thought about
lighter.
my shit like combustion. Like it's different ways you can use combustion, and like how I look at that shit is like with Fire Force.
Get down.
It's so many different ways they use fire and combustion in different forms of fire.
Get down. I don't want you back there.
But
You
with these
probably on
fire
fucking
ass
damn.
characters, my favorite one that I saw was like the dude that used the smoke.
Mhm.
He can smoke come off his arm. He can throw the smoke at you. If you breathe that shit in, it'll hurt
Oh
you.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
then
I know you're talking
he
about
can
that.
materialize the smoke
Yeah, that
into
shit
weapons and
hard.
shit,
Yeah, that shit
and
was
then
hard.
turn it back into smoke. He was whooping Shinra ass in there. I was
Whooping
like, boy,
his
he gonna kill
ass,
your ass
bruh.
in there.
Oh my gosh.
'Cause I'm talking about when he threw that veil up on his ass with the grabbing katanas out they whole
Yeah.
throwing snars. I was like, boy, he ain't no head.
Let me ask you this: if you had to be transported to any uh any like verse, like let's just stick with anime right now. Any anime verse, what anime verse would you want to be teleport to?
Can I ask you a question?
Yo,
Do I have to do anything when I get there?
no, like what do you mean
I
do
can
anything?
just like when I go there, am I like a hero or villain? Like, am I just an everyday person? Like,
You
I'm not
just
involved in nothing that's going on.
you living, just living there.
Out of everything that I think seen, I just live there.
Yeah,
It would have to probably be some shit where I would have a chance to get a superpower, which would have to be my hero. My hero is the only place where everybody has an equal chance to get a fire and superpower because it's random and it's just based on you. At JoJo's, and the only restriction I have for JoJo's is I had to get hit with an arrow so I can get my own stand.
Kilo said. Kilo said,
I
"Throw me in
mean,
the
the Elite
lead,
Village,
Billy."
nigga, you the cross. You the enemy. I can't fuck with you.
You know what?
The cross, see the enemy. How you gonna go to the Elite Village if it's Naruto? If it's Naruto, we gonna have our elite.
Yeah, if you go to Naruto, I'm getting straight. Like, bro, when I started Shinobi Strikers, I'm in the cloud, and I'm not buying no other headband. I don't want none of that shit. I'm not wearing none of it. I'll wear the Akatsuki headband of another bit village, but
Put a knife through my shit.
yeah, but I'm not putting no knife. I would never put a knife through the cloud. Ain't
Hmm.
nobody. I don't even think you can get a Akatsuki Cloud Village
It'll be
headband.
like I can't betray my niggas. I can't. You could be
No.
black. What you mean?
Uh-uh. I betray anybody but them.
It'll be my hero or JoJo though. But the only thing I say with JoJo is you have to give me an opportunity to get shot with an arrow. I don't have to have the opportunity to have a stand, but give me the opportunity to try to get them.
Yeah.
And them the
I,
only two because I feel like them the fairest chances you have to get like some fire ass ability
I
without
feel like
having to be born a certain type of way. You feel?
I see that's all I was gonna get to. I feel like any verse I go to, I'm getting some.
Yeah,
Any
I feel like in a way you have like a rare thing. So you had to be born
who
every day
fire
when
from
they
the
leave.
cloud? Everybody, nigga, what you talking about?
Me,
Hey,
every
bro,
Raikage that has ever been, them
delete that
niggas
nigga.
that roll with the Raikage, they
Even the
suck the
white
shit.
niggas from the cloud raw as fuck.
That's what I said. His homeboy that was with him. They shot
Yeah,
they had the other sword on his back. He was raw with it. And they
hell
sucked
yeah.
him. Seven
Even that
swordsmen that's
girl,
from the cloud.
that girl was raw as fuck.
Choji baby mama from the cloud, and she out there.
Raw. Like Choji's daughter raw just from being a descendant from that shit. And she don't
Right,
even try. The one
Choji
episode
baby mama.
listen, the one episode she got in was going dumb. Like with the
Going
butterfly.
crazy.
And she could already use the butterfly shit at her
I
young
be
age.
forgetting that Choji baby mama whooped Naruto ass out that one good
Killer Bee
time.
and the Rakage carrying. Bro, get the fuck out of
Are
here.
you
I'm
crazy?
not finna argue with you. The
I be
cloud.
forgetting that Choji baby mama whooped Naruto ass one time on some real shit too.
What Choji? What when? What
I
was?
don't remember when she jumped on his ass that day and was like, "Why you letting Sasuke just run around and do whatever you want to?" She beat the shit
Oh
out his ass.
yeah, yeah, bro. Listen, bro. Let me tell you some Kilo. The cloud and the Leaf Village carried the whole war.
If it
Like,
ever came down to it, the Elite Village would never beef with the Cloud because of the Raikage.
yeah, get down before you unplug something back there. Get down.
Yeah, and the dad,
See, she come up
your
here and
ass
get all
down.
her love, and then want to be bad now.
And she straight. Yeah, she thinks she's straight because you hugged up on her.
Hmm.
But now, Kilo, if the Elite Village had to pick who they was going to war with, the last village they gonna go to war with is the Cloud because of the Raikage. They know he coming and he striking some shit and
Yeah,
gonna let
like
up.
the Rakage only had respect for the fourth.
Yeah,
Like when they,
that was the only Kage that he's ever had respect for prior
yeah,
to the war that they just had.
yeah, when they would
Was
fight.
Minato.
Yeah, like the Rakage when he would fight niggas, he whooped they ass. Like
He was killing niggas. It wasn't whooping nothing. He
yeah,
was
like
killing niggas.
the only nigga that like he pulled up on and like the fourth didn't want to kill him, and then when he realized that the fourth was like letting him live, he was like, oh, I fuck with
Oh,
him.
I he
And
like,
but
I'm gonna fuck with you. He's
But
like,
he
when you
was
become
dodging
Hokage, holla at
everything.
me.
No,
Yeah.
but he was dodging everything. Like, go back and watch that episode. Like, they were bumping, and then like the Raikage would like pull up on him with that lariat thing, zoom out the way. Ford was like, nah, nope, this ain't the one. I ain't the one. Like that's
Ain't
why
the
she
one other two today, player. You gonna have to catch me on your best day, and not even then. You heard me?
like the leaf and the cloud are the only villages that like you if you live there like you gonna get real training. Like every other village was always training niggas for vengeance and
War.
like yeah
Niggas
like
was training niggas for war. We're training niggas just to be niggas out
and
here.
then and they were forcing them to be villains, like forcing like the Miss Village, like that chick, like everybody stayed away from her, and people didn't even want to be fucking like ninjas and shit. Like that nerdy nigga with the glasses, um, he was you know the one he carried the sword. He was like I think one of his brothers was one of the seven. He was like the inheritor of one of the seven swordsmen, seven Miss
Oh
Sword or
hell
whatever.
yeah! If I get in Naruto, I got to go pay my respects to Kakashi on God. I'm gonna pull up and knock on my nigga door. Hey,
Nah, you
what?
wildin'
Hey,
now.
baby, homie. I'm like, what's up? What chilling?
You
What
wildin',
crack?
bruh. Little do you know,
You
Kakashi
crazy? I'm
not
gonna pull
training
up.
nobody. He not gonna have the same
He
level
gonna
of
train
care.
me, nigga. I'm gonna be like, hey, bro,
No,
I
you
got to
gotta
run the
think.
bell
We
test. I got to
we
run the bell test. Train
listen.
me, nigga. Come on, bro.
We're not gonna teleport in the village back when they are like. We're gonna teleport now after everything. Like,
Oh man, I'm gonna just roll up and just speak to Kakashi. Then he ain't gonna be ready to train nobody. That nigga old as hell. If anything, I'm gonna be trying to holler at Naruto. I'm gonna be like, hey Naruto,
no, man,
show a
no.
nigga a Rasengan real quick.
Naruto, nah. You got a better chance of training with Konohamaru because they don't let him do shit.
Like he ain't busy at all.
That nigga, I listen. If I got teleported, honestly, if I got teleported to Naruto's world, I wouldn't want to train under them because everybody's gonna be trying to train under them.
I
And
would want somebody that's kind of like, I don't know. I wish it was a way that you didn't have to train in the
honestly,
focus. You could learn jutsu like that.
honestly, you can learn juices whenever you're in Naruto. Like hell, just study the fucking seals and shit. Like people make up their juices all the time. I was just saying, where would you like going back to the original question? Where would you want to go? Like, what would you, Because in Naruto,
Then
everybody got chakra and
I would want
shit.
to go to Pokemon too, just to go out there and be a trainer. Like I want to go be a trainer in Pokemon. I want to go be
Oh
that
yeah,
nigga, and
that'll
that's
be
like doable. Anybody can be a Pokemon trainer.
pulling up and bumping with Boruto off top.
And he that boy go whoop your ass out there.
Whoop ya! That when Momoshiki pull up, you dead. She
Yo,
killing that man.
knock big homie out. Don't hit him too hard across
Hey,
his head.
Kilo think he just go pull up in these verses and be that nigga. It's gonna be a lot too. He gonna get beat up.
I want him to pull up in JoJo and holler at my boy Jotaro. You gonna be like, hey nigga, I feel like you owe me some lunch money. My nigga
jo-
Jotaro gonna be ready to scrap right then.
Jotaro gonna man.
I want Key to pull up on my nigga and ask him what's cracking.
Let's see. Let's see.
I want to go to Yu Yu Hakusho
No,
simply because
honestly,
it's easy to train.
now
That's
you just
easy to
picking
be something special.
everything. No, but in Yu Yu Hakusho, you have like not everybody is a spirit detective. You got like
I feel like you can train to be a psychic though. That's like easier to do.
no. The only reason they got that psychic stuff was because them bugs. Remember?
Oh yeah, they did get bit by the bugs. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, me personally, I would want to go to um, Black Clover's world or My Hero's world. Like,
You have a good chance at getting something like real
oh,
crazy.
I know I'm getting some regardless just because of sickle cells. Like, I'm not blessed with that to like not get.
You gonna get your ass killed because you gonna be just like
Oh
Criminal
yeah,
10 out
yeah,
there.
you getting beat up. I'm not. That's the one verse I'm not going. Even though I
And you got
probably
to be
would be
born.
something,
Yeah,
but
you
I'm
gonna
still
probably
not.
be born like a Saiyan or something. Well, I'm gonna be lucky to be
Who
born a
me?
normal person, and I got to train with damn Kami and
Yeah,
Roshi
like
and
what if
them.
what if sickle cell niggas was like a whole like Saiyans, like a whole race of Saiyans and some
I'd be
shit.
so fucking mad, bro. I'm be like, only thing I can go is Kaioken.
That
I'm gonna
would
train
have
my cow can hard as fuck on God.
that, like you could be like you could train like that's what I'm saying. Like I know I can go to any verse and get whatever, but like I would want it to be so dope. Like I don't know. I feel like
That's
I
why I
f-
said. That's
I
why I said. JoJo's girl because JoJo's. If you get shot with that stand, you could be born with a stand, or you could get shot with a stand arrow. I said I would rather get shot with a stand arrow because shit. Sometimes you get a crazy stand, and it may end up being a strong one considering your situation whenever you get shot. So it, that's like a good toss. Because what if I end up with some shit like Giorno, like out of Golden Experience? I end up with some shit like the world. That just would be fine. You can stop time. And you got a punching ghost. It's only like it can only go 1 3 meters away from your body. That mean like it's basically right here, but it's a punching ghost though. We already talked about my hero. Just the quirk thing. Quirk factors would be cool to get into because they be so random. Or they can be.
yeah, that's why I was saying like my hero or
Black
Black
Clover.
Clover. Yeah, because I just want like I know I'm gonna get some. I just would want my friends to have something with me. I don't want to be the only one.
I feel like my grimoire if I was in Black Clover because I'm a Capricorn. I'm
Hmm.
my Earth sign. It would be like a Earth
Earth.
grimoire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, let's see. What is Virgo? Virgos are water signs, which I've always gravitated to water because my family from Florida. Is Earth or water? Let me see.
I know they say my sign is one of the biggest earth signs because it's from the first month of the year.
Um,
If it is water though, that would make sense with if it has something to do with cosmic stuff because the moon moves the tides. And I don't know if you believe this. That's why people be saying the moon do stuff to us because our bodies are made out of 75%
no, I
water.
I believe that. You know, there's a lot of people that don't believe that, right?
I believe that because our bodies are made out of almost 80% water. How could it not affect our bodies when it
Mm,
moves the tides on the planet?
yeah, like people, I don't understand when people that people that don't believe that like what hold on what makes a what makes a good
Good
villain
feeling.
shit what makes a good
It
villain
depends though, bro. It depends on like what story we talking about. Because I
nah
could
not
give you an
really
example. Well, no, you is
not
right because
really
shonen villains are normally the same. They have like one or two, sometimes three characteristics that's the same. Because
hell
I'm thinking about how. Because I would say that how is a good villain because of how his story is told.
hell
I
Thanos
think long
pulled up and everybody fell in love with that nigga
because of how their stories be told. I don't feel
um
like a sad story makes a good villain. I don't feel like a sad
nah
backstory make a
nah
good villain.
I
No.
mean it works but it just depends on how the sad story. Now, for me, like I love when the sad story like mirrors the same story as another hero, and it's just like damn, they two sides of the same coin. Like Pain, like
Yeah.
Pain is like Nagato is Naruto. You know what
He
I'm
just
saying?
made the wrong decision.
He made the wrong like not even no like he went off his emotions like he went off his emotions like Naruto did, except he fed into the anger instead of thinking about the like
I
the
love.
outcome. Yeah, like the
Yeah.
outcome. Really, you know what I'm saying? So
That shit.
I'm
I would
sorry, I
say
was putting
that
on my
How is
patches.
I would say that How is a good villain because like in the beginning you find out that they just twins. That's like how it's presented at first.
Hmm.
But then you find out that How is actually a reincarnation of one of those ancestors. The reason that he keeps reincarnating is to get one of the brain spirits every time.
Hmm.
Later on, you find out at the very end of the story that spirits are like wavelengths. if you feel a certain way, you will only attract and see these certain spirits. Because how was so vengeful and he was so angry, all he saw was all these strong spirits that he could use for fighting. When it really came down to it, the one person he was looking for was right next to him the whole time. And the only reason he couldn't see her was because he was angry and he was vengeful instead of being loving and understanding like how Yo is. So I feel like that make a good villain. And How was a great villain because he was out there killing niggas, he was out there scaring niggas, he was doing all types of shit, and it just made the story better. Every time you seen how the story got better, it was quote unquote the villain. Yeah, I think that Frieza is a good example of a good villain because he's an example of somebody that don't change. Like he has never changed his like ways at all. He's always been a motherfucker that's gonna kill somebody.
Um, let's see.
I think Sephiroth is a good example of a tragic villain because his
Why?
story is really because he was a hero at first. He eventually becomes a villain through faults of his own actions. And it's not because somebody made him do. It's the
Yeah.
same way of a tragic hero.
No,
Like a
yeah.
tragic hero is
No,
made
yeah, yeah.
tragic
No, no,
because
no,
of
no, no, no. No,
events.
you're right. You're right. I had to think about Sephiroth. Yeah, because when he finds out that he was made and stuff,
It's the
and
tragic to it.
yeah, and like he come from the earth basically, and
Yeah.
and and that
That makes
Geneva.
him a villain because he's protecting the earth. A
No, well,
tragic villain.
not only that, like when he found out Geneva is his mother, and where they and Geneva was like a race from like Geneva was part of the race from what 2,000 years ago or whatever, found in the rock
Mm-hmm.
sediment, and
Yeah.
she's just basically like
A progenitor. Like he just come from her.
yeah, like not even that, like she's just like a just a dead body just being used. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
just used for the DNA. Basically, is
Yeah,
what it was, right?
yeah, like
Yeah,
she's like being used as like a
to make the Mako cells or something like that.
I'm trying to think that too, it's all of that, but she's like being used like a host as like a she's basically like the fetus, like she's a fetus, and they're like
And
just drawing from her, and they're like keeping her alive, and that well not really alive because she's dead, but they're keeping the cells alive in that tank or whatever, and everybody that's been created from that, like her, fuck, like me, Sephiroth, and what's old girl named Aerith and shit like that. Like they are just being used,
yeah,
for
that's
like
the tragic to them. That's why I say Sephiroth is a tragic villain because he was a hero. And in a way, if you look at him, if you love the earth, he's doing the right thing. Like if you a person that like the planet, he's doing the right thing. But
mm-hmm.
saving the planet, he's helping the. So he's a
Mm.
tragic villain because if you look at him from a different perspective, or if you're a different person,
Yeah.
possibly be doing the right thing.
And then but then also in his head he looking at like these people made me just to get to the promised land,
And
and they're
at
using
the end of the
him.
day,
Yeah, and they're using him, so it's just like why are y'all even here? Like y'all ain't no good. Y'all destroying the planet anyway by fucking taking
natural
what was
resources,
the
the
life
Mako
force.
energy, the Mako
Yeah, yeah,
energy.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And it's just like y'all are taking that from the earth. So it's just like y'all the devils
killing the
basically.
live stream is what he like to say. He's like, you're killing the live stream. That's like what he be saying.
Yeah, and so it's just like he is in his eyes, he is the hero. He is saving the earth. So
Yeah,
Sephiroth, as much as he's overplayed or whatever, Sephiroth
tragic
is
villain,
a good. Yeah, I feel
tragic.
like the fans make me not like Final Fantasy
And I
7.
was like that too, cause I feel like he's overused. And when you think about a villain who like the first when it comes to that, you think
No,
like,
he is overused, and also he's like the fans like make you like like
kind of make you not like him when it's
I
not
don't
really
I
a
didn't
reason
start
to.
I didn't not even that I didn't start with Final Fantasy 7, and so I hate the fans who I hate the fans who judge every Final Fantasy based off of Final Fantasy 7.
because that was their first one.
And it's just like I love every Final Fantasy for different reasons because they're all standalone games. Like they're all made to be different and they're gonna be different and they're not gonna all be Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And so when people just this Final Fantasy 7 main character was this, like Final Fantasy 7 did this, Final Fantasy, you know what I'm saying? Like they judge everything. Like that's why like they give Final Fantasy 13, they made Final Fantasy 13 be awful when Final Fantasy 13 um was the last Final Fantasy made like Final Fantasy 7. Cause if you go replay it now, it's linear. Like yeah, you don't get to the open world stuff till later. But in Final Fantasy back in the day, like you once you leave Midgar, yeah, you can go around the overworld map or whatever. But you can't go to certain areas. It's still everything's linear back in those games. People just think
Yeah,
because you looking over the overworld that it's free roam. It's not. You got the you got the open world, but you have to go to Calm. You have to go to this city. You have to go to this city in
like
order.
it's not you walking to the dungeon and exploring the whole
Yeah,
open world on the way there. It's just you
yeah,
being in the open world and selecting the dungeon and your team go there
yeah.
and y'all walk in the dungeon.
Basically, and it's just like
Yeah.
you go from Calm to go get the chocobo, to go to the first dungeon, and you go through the cave. You come out the cave, and you have the option to go help the people on the mountain. But if you
That's
don't
on
go help,
you if you do that though.
yeah. But other than that, you gotta go to the boat. You gotta cross the water. Like you see what I'm saying? Like you can't do what you want. And I hate how they made Final Fantasy 13 feel like you had to. And even when you go back to like Final Fantasy 10, it's the same thing. Like it was it was the first 3D game, but it was still linear and shit. So it's just like when you got to Final Fantasy 13, they did the same thing they was doing. It was just they did the same thing they was doing in the PS2 era, except they was upset because it was like on PS3 and they expected open world shit. When none of them was open world. The first open world was Final Fantasy 15. You know what I'm saying? And even then, like
That
you
was
got
like
the
a big thing that they said. They was like, this entire thing is open from the beginning.
yeah,
It's like one thing that they
and even then with the open world stuff, it ain't like you could do anything you wanted to do in the game. Off top, yeah, you can go battle and stuff whenever, but
that's about it though.
you couldn't go to certain areas without completing this some of the story stuff first. You couldn't go to this city because it was blocked off. You had to go do the other shit first. And so it's just like when you get to Final Fantasy, like they 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 base everything off 7 and it sucks. But I know I just went off on a tangent. And I
You
know I
finna
got
spoil something for me.
wait, we you finished for oh you talking about
Hey,
oh my
what's
fault.
this? Hey.
My fault. Well don't be watching anyway, huh? Let me see.
Yeah, you gonna have to sit up.
My fault. Well don't watch anyway. You be watching the TV anyway and you don't be paying
I be
attention.
trying not to, but it be catching my eye because of the colors. I told you
Oh my
I
god.
haven't used to be seeing colors for a long. Colors be catching.
Oh my god. Say what? Yeah, put something else on.
Yo, finna kill it for me.
Yeah.
And that was one of the reasons why I couldn't watch Bastard last night because my Netflix crashed because of Stranger Things.
Can you hand me two band-aid like two band-aids real quick?
I'm probably gonna watch that when we get off, boy, because that shit is so fucking good.
Yeah,
It-
people watching.
It's
People watch this. Well, you putting on the hottest thing in America right now. But let's see what else is a good villain to me. Let's just say like that and a big one. Let's see what's another good villain. Um, that's a good question though, Kilo. Like what makes good villains? Like
one of my favorite villains that I don't talk about a lot is Doflamingo from One Piece. He
All
a
right,
good villain to me
explain.
because he was evil. It's like I feel like they had to have a purpose. Duffy's purpose, if you look into his backstory, was because he felt like he had been walked over his whole life, that his whole family had been treated like garbage since they was little kids. And when he got his devil fruit, he became the big pirate that he always wanted to be his family on. He was like, fuck that. If the government telling me to that the pirates is alright, then the least I can do is have my fun with it. So he was out there doing what pirates do. It was a good example of like freedom when it come to One Piece. Like he was really out there doing like what he wanted to do and didn't care like what the government thought because that only job they gave him was that the other pirates don't cause no real problems. It was the only job that they gave Dolphin. So shit, I like Doflamingo because even in the story, Luffy didn't kill him. He just whooped his ass real bad. So it's a chance that he could come back for the last arc. My boy was clean. We can't forget. You got to be dripped out if you got a villain. You got to have a memorable outfit. You feel
Everybody
like
gonna
they make
talk
the
about
villain.
what the outfit.
You feel like they got to have a memorable outfit. And not necessarily clean, but it got to be memorable though. Like if you just see the outfit, you know that's them. That's how I feel about Madara. When I see that armor, I know that's Madara. Like can't nobody else tell me
Well,
it's not Madara.
no, because the second wore the same outfit,
That's what I'm saying though.
but
I
I
didn't
feel
know that
like
the
that was
second wore the same outfit.
I just
But that, if I seen that outfit in Madara's color, I'm gonna say it's Madara though.
yeah I feel like that out those outfit those are was just a product of their time period of war. Like they was always in war, but
They wore armor just in case a nigga tried to run one real quick.
yeah, I like villains that can make me say, "Oh, he might be right." Yeah, like, and that's what I was gonna go to, like Pain. Like, I always agree with Pain. Like Pain.
I said Stan was right and my hero.
No,
Stan was right.
Stain. But
You
I
can't
don't
be no
consider,
hero.
I don't consider Stain as a villain though. I consider him as like an anti-hero.
Anti-hero because he was out there killing villains and heroes.
Yeah,
He was just known as the hero
yeah,
killer.
because even when, because like they gotta give, and that's why I hate the media, and that's why I loved how they portray the media in My Hero. They had to put a bad name on them just to like make people care. But
Let me see.
with
Google that up.
Stain, because he even said it like he was like when I was killing villains, like nobody cared. You know what I'm
He
saying?
did start off with killing villains too.
Yeah, and so but like with Stain, he's like a what is it called? Like when you're an anti-hero, you're not a hero or villain. You a
Just said it. An anti-hero.
is it? No, I thought it was something else.
That's what it is. An anti-hero.
Oh well.
Deuteragonist is like the complete term for it, like a person
No,
that's an
I yeah,
antagonist and a
that's in the book.
protagonist.
Yeah, that's in
Yeah, that's
that's
in
books.
books.
Yeah, but I don't know. But you get what I'm saying. I may have just said I'm just overthinking it, but it may be anti-hero anyway. Like with
I
him,
think Aizen is a good example of a good villain.
what yeah, I don't know that nigga. Villains like him come rare. He thought he said he the whole reason
That's what I'm
the
saying.
whole show
Like that's what
exists.
that was like another thing that I was gonna say. I think that's another thing that make a villain like All For One is a goaded villain for me now
You
because
think
he's
so?
had plans.
Oh no, I think he overdo it. A vigilante.
Overdo. Yeah,
Thank you,
vigilante.
Kilo.
Yeah,
Thank you,
that's the
Kilo.
right word. A
That's what I was
vigilante.
thinking of. Thank you, Kilo. That's why I fuck with my
Wouldn't
nigga,
that just
bro.
be a hero that kill people though? A
No,
vigilante?
no, a vigilante is a hero that is not basically considered a hero
The
because
hero.
he don't follow the hero terms. Like My Hero
Okay, cool.
Academia vigilantes, like the whole squad are vigilantes, and that's why you get that like excerpt from from
Her movie they calling their ass vigilantes.
what's the teacher Aizawa Sensei when he talks about like vigilantes are like considered criminals now because they won't get a hero license or they failed out of high school. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's
in
like
their
that
world,
to them.
but that's what Spider-Man is. Like Spider-Man is a vigilante. You know what I'm saying? Like they're heroes that that don't stick to the status quo of like, normal shit. So when I look at Stain, Stain is a vigilante like Spider Man. Like Spider Man, he got to go up against the hero sometime because he got to
I
do
don't
something his
agree with what
way.
he doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he fought the X Men and the Fantastic Four and shit. And it's just like
Man, he be whooping Logan ass all the time when the X-Men send Logan after and they feel like Logan the best bet. They got to catching his ass.
yeah, and he be whooping their ass, and people be forgetting that like Spider Man that nigga like
Got Batman top tier vigilante. That motherfucker can
yeah.
look at somebody and say, I'm the motherfucking Batman. That's
No, and
why.
that's the thing. Like they send Superman after Batman, he still get out. Like, and that's what I'm
Still
saying.
got
Like,
the jam.
that's
And
the
he get by.
difference. That's the difference between heroes and vigilantes. Like, vigilantes do what
To
they want,
basically.
basically.
Like
But
here
they
the heroes have to basically go handle the vigilantes. It's not
yeah,
like them working
and that's why
get
like
with you.
that's why I don't see Stain as a villain. You know what I'm saying? But like Iron Man is a vigilante. Like he doesn't
I can
follow
see a
the
playboy. He got his own
Well,
money. He big. He a playboy.
he started off as a vigilante, like then that's what's good about his character growth. You see him turn into like not caring only about himself and his tech to caring about others in the world. Um, but to me, like one of the best villains. Damn, I can't think. Like Monter's a good villain, but he's not the best villain. You know what
He
I'm
no,
saying?
I can't say that he's the best written villain.
Uh-uh.
If we talking about written wise, I have one that's the best written wise villain. I don't know
Written
if you've
villain.
read or seen Monster, but Johan is like I feel like one of the best written villains in fiction right now, anime wise.
Like,
Because Johan was human. All he did was talk to people and he made them really consider what they was doing. And when
mm-hmm.
they looked at it, they was evil. And all Johan had to do was just sprinkle in a little. Like, let me give you an example. It was one dude that Johan was a psychologist. He was in college to be a psychologist.
Mm-hmm.
He knew people, and his theory was how far do you have to push somebody? This is where his villain come in. How far do you have to push somebody to kill themselves? That's like what he was trying to find out. Because in his conversations with his psychologist that you see in the recordings, he's saying the only thing that humans are equal in is when we die. Death is the only thing that we equal in Johan eyes. So he want
Mm-hmm.
to see, is that really true? Like, can you push every person that I ran into a certain way and they'll kill themselves? A good example is when he was talking to this dude and he was an alcoholic. He had stopped drinking for damn 20 years. Walk up on bro. He there with his family. He like, hey, it's a beverage. Dude looked at him. He looked at the bill. Grabbed it. Like, okay, that's the first step. Like he play on people like
Like he get him to
manifestation.
he get him to trust him.
Get him and trust him a little bit to see like what type of person they is, and then he start to push their buttons. But bad, this is where they say he's one of the worst villains in the world. He taught one of his very first suicide attempts that he like taught somebody into was a kid. He taught two kids to go up on top of a building and jump off of it, and that was like his first like murder that he committed. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
My dudes, you up late.
Hey mom, yeah, she be up late. She said she be setting alarms.
um, I got
Johan is one of the best written villains to me
I
because he
got
was
you.
human. He was just out here. And then Griffith is like another one, but you know about that.
Um, I got you somebody. Aaron Yeager.
We was just talking about this a couple episodes back. He is not a villain. I'm not finna entertain you. He's not a villain. Next.
No, he a villain at this point.
He's not. No, he's not. Aaron is not a
But
villain.
get what?
Aaron is a prime example of fuck around and found out. And what happened? They fucked around and found out.
Listen, Aaron is a villain now, but
No, he's not.
he's the greatest villain of all time.
Aaron is not a villain. I don't care what you say. Because if you point a missile at my folks and you give me the option to point back at their ass and shoot that hoe, I'm gonna shoot that hoe.
But listen, everybody coming after him now. So
You wouldn't say that the rest of the world are villains for trying to stomp out a little island?
they are, but in their eyes, like, bro, look at it. We just watched the greatest origin story of a villain ever.
He
This is
did with him burning with him
the,
destroying Marley.
this
That
is
whole
the
little
like
thing.
think that right there. Like this is take the like that was his world stage, like his moment. Like
If we forget about everything else, it just go
think
there.
about it.
This
Think about it. If you just start episode, if you start that season from right there, from
Aaron's the villain if you start from right
From
there.
Falcon's point of view,
He's the villain. From
the
Gabby's point of
Falcon
view, let's
no
start right there.
no. Fuck Gabby, she a villain too. But if
Right.
you just look through Falcon's eyes,
I don't know if you can see my button
mm
here that say
what it say?
RP Miss Browse. It's a picture, Sasha.
Listen,
My potato girl.
listen. If you just start from the
Season 4,
him coming
episode
out,
1.
no, like
Yeah.
him coming out and you seeing that is reminiscent of the first opening scenes where you see the colossal titan. Yeah, yeah. I didn't even know you had the shirt on.
It's the one that got the episodes on the back.
From where you get that from?
That's how it.
All right, so right there, when like just him looking over, you know how iconic that was.
Yeah.
That hit just like how iconic his roar was when he's screaming in the sky at that play.
I got that shirt too. When he looking down at Ryan for the final season, that's the
Yeah,
shirt for that one.
yeah, like that. Like he's the like
I would say that Aaron is a villain if you look at it from that perspective, but I look at it as a whole thing.
no. Like I look at it as the whole thing too. But regardless, whole thing or not, Aaron is the villain, and he dragged his friends along to be villains too.
Unknowingly at that.
No, he knew what he was doing. He sent them the
I'm talking about
letter.
them.
No, the Levi knew what he was
Aaron in
doing.
trouble. Come quick. Drop everything.
Yeah,
Come quick.
like they knew what he was doing, but it's just like they could have chose not to do it, but because their family, they gonna come right whenever, regardless. And it's just like they his henchmen. Like when you look at the episode when you see all them in the sky bouncing to come and attack the Jaw Titan, that's fucking villainy. Like that's like
And then my whole thing with that shit was they wearing all black. Like they
yeah,
came and
like
slid on them niggas in murder suits and that.
yeah, like it was murder season. They did a drill. That's
They
a
came and
drill.
slid on them niggas in murder
That's
suits.
a
Oh,
drill. That is a drill. Listen, with niggas rap about that's what that was. Drop
that
your
was a drill.
drop the location. We pulling up on you. Me and my niggas sliding y'all out. That's what they did.
Getting slide them niggas out, yes sir, they
And
did.
they bruh,
Niggas
all of
slamming with
them.
their ass, and then they grabbed them three niggas to go and brought their ass back with them.
And then they had the drive-by car ready to go. You can't tell me that one. That's the rawest thing ever.
Again.
They definitely
Boy,
slid
Kilo said
hard.
they definitely shit hard.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Oh god. Boy,
that's
said they scared
different.
now.
Like,
Can't even count.
name an anime protagonist who did that. That's villainy. And
Watch
we're
Bastard. Dark did it.
listen,
I'm
bro.
telling you.
Listen.
He got sealed.
Listen.
That shit was so crazy. That the nigga that you see in the story, that's an old man. He couldn't kill that nigga. He sealed that nigga in a baby and said, "I'm gonna just try to handle your ass later." And then my nigga come back looking for his ones when he came back alive. That was the first thing he said. He's like, "I hate to break it to you, Shawty, but your daddy finna catch this shit when I see him." That was the first thing he said. I was
Listen.
like, "Oh,
Listen. Aaron Yeager is the coldest nigga alive. He
he is though." That
he
nigga slid. He
he
slid.
infiltrated their home and played them niggas and then killed them all just like they killed his family.
And then, like how Kilo
That
said,
and
he looked Reiner in his face and said, "Homie, you remember how you did me? I'm finna do your ass 10 times worse out here."
What's crazy is though he looked him in the face and was like, "Me and you are the same." And then that's when
And
it
it
all
took me
clicked.
this long to realize this. Now I'm finna go ape shit in this.
No, that's what. But that's when it clicked for Reiner. He said, "Me and you the same," and then he was like, "Oh my gosh, me and you are the same,"
He's like, "We finna go crazy in this house."
and went dumb, bro, and killed everybody. Like killed.
He
He didn't
didn't
kill
spare not a
everybody.
soul. He killed everybody he was trying to.
And then what's crazy? We not even mentioning the fucking nuke that was our
That
boy Armin.
Armin. And
Like
then
Armin
I can
pulled
say
up in
that
a
Armin
boat.
really didn't want to do that shit though. He pulled up crying like, "Yeah, fuck
No,
this
he
shit."
didn't pull up crying. He looked at him and he was just like, "Y'all did it to me." And then nuked the bro. He waited till he was in the port and nuked the whole port,
He took the meaning of looking into the lights of their eyes into an entirely
bro. And
different
what's
meaning.
crazy when he came out, when he stepped out of his Titan and he
It's like,
looked
oh
out
my god.
and he looked out, he was like, "Is this what you saw? Is
Oh,
this how
yeah,
you felt?" Like when he say, "Bro, ain't had to kill everybody though." Yeah, he did. I agree with everything he doing.
I agree with everything that he doing too. Because at the end of the day, you cannot
Look at
say,
it this way. Look at it this way, Kilo. Picture if they never did the African slave trade and we all still on Africa and the whole world, and you know how the whole world view niggas and they view all of us and shit. Picture if they never had the slave trade, but they still called us the dark continent, and everybody just hated Africa still, and it just grew to what it was but instead of like trading us off and like whipping us and demeaning and like basically taking away our human rights and demeaning us and just doing inhumane stuff to all of us separately scattered. They just all gathered and did it at one time and then expected us not to do nothing. No, no, that is
years later.
yeah. Like
And
they
then, like, the only thing that's different with Aaron's story, they make it an
and then
anime.
listen, and then hold on, hold that thought. I'm sorry,
He
sorry.
did.
And then after they attack Africa and kill us all off, they all laugh about it, joke about it, and still
For
talk shit about
years.
us for years afterwards. For like what? For what?
It
20,
was
like
thousand. It
16,
was like,
No, I'm not
it
even
was
talking about the shit. I'm not even
as
talking
a
about the
whole. You
history
talking
stuff.
about it like
Just,
in
just
Aaron's
right, just
perspective.
right. Yeah, from
Yeah.
Aaron's perspective.
'Cause I was gonna say that's what made this shit an anime is that Aaron was the first person that was able to make a decision instead of like being submissive about it. 'Cause
Yeah.
the royal people, they laid down with it. Aaron was the first person that they stuck his head and questioned what they was doing three
Mm-hmm.
thousand years later. But to Aaron's perspective, it was like however long he had been alive.
Mm-hmm.
He was a quote unquote slave. That's where you get that slave from. I was a slave for that long. We've been
Mm-hmm.
slaves for that long.
And
And
that's
that's
what
why
I'm
the
saying.
whole
Like,
thing is about the freedom. Like he
i-
want his freedom.
if
But prison
everybody,
had his freedom.
if black folks watched Attack on Titan and saw themselves as the Eldians and actually did something about it, the world would be scared. Because that's what they don't want. Even if they just, even
That's
if,
what I thought about when I saw it. I was like, this
yeah,
is just the retelling of if people were slaves and they
but
rebelled
not even
against
that.
other folks.
If they just, not even the whole Africa thing. If just take America, if black folks are the Eldians and how they do us, and we've been slaves for that long, 400 years, and they was that for 1,000 years, making us inbreed with each other so they can keep us, making them inbreed so they can keep the Titan powers. Like it's mirror tick for tack. And then all it takes is one person to finally be
It all
like,
it took was one person to pick his head up and question it, like,
not
is
even
y'all really what y'all doing is right? As us laying down the right decision to
not
make.
even that. All it takes is one person to get up and be like, "Fuck this!" Like, let's fight back, and look, and like just like how Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr. Like, I don't want to go on a Civil War tangent. I mean, not Civil War, Civil Rights tangent. But like the Black Panthers and all them, they was rising up, and what America do? Killed all of them. What if after they got killed, nobody like everybody still kept rising up? You knew like that's what America don't want. Like the people, especially the people who built this nation. Man, it's crazy to think about. Like Attack on Titan is what it would have been. It's what it would
Yeah,
be.
is what it would be if it actually did happen. Like I think about this shit all the time, especially like when I was reading it, I was like, damn. Especially when they got down to the history, like when you actually saw like how the powers came to be and how they all started out as slaves at first. That shit
And they
was
were,
crazy that
and
they
they,
had slaves like that.
and they was making, and they was raping them, and they
Yeah.
raped us.
And
Like
when
the
they
slave
found
master
that,
was
and when
raping
they
us.
found when the king found his favorite slave, he made her have his kids. Like having his kids was his trophy. That was like
No,
what he told the
that
girl.
one, that wasn't his favorite slave. He only brought her back because she had the protecting powers, and she killed
Yeah.
everybody
And she killed everybody there.
because she transformed by accident.
He was like, shit, you can have these kids, then shot he wasn't even tripping.
And then he didn't even like claim her after he had the kids. He was
Oh, then
still,
only reason he claimed the kids was because she died, goddamn.
mm-hmm, and told them to eat them so they
He
can
told
somehow get
them
the.
to eat her, which was the most fucked up thing ever. That's probably the most fucked up scene in Attack on Titan is when kids eating their mom. It's the most fucked up scene ever.
Mm-hmm. That's why I ain't like that. I ain't gonna talk about the ending, but y'all will see it when it come. What they say in winter? They saying next year, ain't it?
Yeah. It's a lot of shit that come out in 2023 now that they just pushing it back. It's gonna be a good year for anime for real, like all season. From the fall to the summer. It's gonna be a good year. Especially when it start, because it's gonna be coming off a lot of good shit. Especially in the wintertime, it's gonna be coming off Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is still be going on. Like they said, this gonna be a two-core, and it's gonna end with a movie. That's like what I thought was gonna be crazy.
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, they said the first season we gonna get like that whole gun devil thing in the
Mm-hmm.
first season. Then we gonna get a break in the second season. In the end, where they had that big ass fight where he turned into Chainsaw Man with the four chainsaws.
Mm-hmm.
Not spoiling nothing because he's four chainsaws in the regular Chainsaw Man. Yeah, I thought about that one. Uh, he had the four chainsaws in that one. That whole little sequence is gonna be a movie. Like I saw how they split the manga up into chapters. How they said the episodes
How
are
many chapters
storyboard
is it?
wise.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. It's not that long though. I want to say it's almost like two. It's 200 something, but it's not quite 300 something.
Yeah, cause I know the Thousand Year Blood War. That's 200 chapters, 200 something chapters, and everybody want it to be like a.
It's 11 volumes.
Everybody want Thousand Year Blood War to be like 75 episodes or 100, right at 100.
That's not that long either, and I feel like people that are doing it should do a real good job as far. And it's the same, and not anime studio that's always done it.
What?
Which
What are you talking about?
you said that they wanted it to be like 75 episodes, and it's the same studio that's always done it, like it's animated wise.
Studio Imperial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 75 episodes is more than enough to do that shit. I feel like.
Well, no, just because they want it to be like, super flashy and shit.
Okay,
But
they
it,
want it to
but
be long.
that's what the fans want. But it may be like 50 episodes.
Oh, it wasn't even 100 chapters. I thought it was it because them chapters are kind of long. They not the first part of Chainsaw Man is 97 chapters, so they should be done within 2 months.
Yeah, but it was like it released once a month. It was like
Mm-hmm.
it was like one of them mangas that had like what 45, 40 pages a chapter or some shit.
Yeah, that's why like I like reading it when I had caught it when it finished. I was like, I got the whole thing to read, and it's a big chapter. Like the chapters are a good little
Hmm.
bulk, so it's gonna be a good little read. I read that shit and enjoy every little moment. I've read it twice now.
That's how I feel about Red Ranger in another world, but they ain't released a chapter in like a month, 2 months. I think they went on break or some
Sometimes
shit.
they take them little breaks though. When they didn't
Hmm.
drop them that thick, when they had them thick chapters like that, and
Yeah,
they didn't go month
like
for month with them, they take
no,
them a little break.
it's a once a month manga chapter, but it's a once a month manga, but it just sucks because it's once a month, so they take a break. I can't wait. I gotta wait a whole
You
month
really
or
won't
two.
find out until the month it's supposed to come out when the break is on.
That shit suck.
That's how it was with Attack on Titan when he took the break and that shit happened to Levi. He took a break like right 2 or 3 chapters after that, and it was for like 2 months because he had to take a break to draw the rest of the Aaron fight that was
Man,
going on in the city. That shit broke my heart because I thought my nigga died because you don't get no confirmation that he lived until after that fight. And
the
that was almost 4 or 5 months later. I'm thinking my nigga in this. So I'm like, oh my god, my nigga leave my car. Can't be.
if you had a Titan powers, which one would you have?
Oh no, that's a good ass question. Is the founder on the table?
No.
Founder's not on the table, so it has to be like the powers is split up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably want the attack time because of what its power is. It can look into the future of the other memories. I would just want to
I feel
see.
like that's bullshit. Don't count that, but
You don't think that that's
that's
real?
bull.
Okay. If we gonna discount that just like what the Titans can do in their
Yeah,
bodies.
just the Titans as like what they are.
I feel like I could make Reiner time fight. Reiner don't fight right with his shit. I feel like I could make Reiner time
Yeah,
fight.
you box.
I
You
feel
box.
like I could make Reiner time fight. I want the
Yeah.
armor. I feel like I
I
could make his shit fight.
I'll probably be uh Beast or Warhammer. Probably Warhammer.
I feel like Warhammer because you got sickle cell, your real body wouldn't have to be inside of
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Like, well, not even that. Like, just a protection, and then I can create weapons, and I can fight with the weapons and shit. That
Yeah, that'd be clean.
or
That's
Beast
how I
Titan.
use running shit is I wouldn't wear all the armor that he wear because you making yourself slow. Just wear it where you need it at.
Mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like how you did. But see, I
Yeah.
like with Warhammer, you can have the armor on it, but still bend and stuff and do everything. You know what I'm saying? Which was
I could
fire.
make different forms with that nigga armor, boy. I'm gonna be tearing shit
I
up.
will make the Warhammer Titan look fire as fuck. I make a whole cause I like fucking Power Rangers and like Final Fantasy Paladins and shit. So I had like a crown on my shit and all kinds of dumb
That nigga
shit.
gonna be fire.
Yeah. Or a beast titan, some like, some beast titan type of shit.
It'll be time to have dreads.
No, he's a beast titan. Let's see. I don't know.
You gonna have dreads, nigga. What you
I
mean?
will want my beast titan to be modeled after like like a dinosaur or like a crocodile.
You want one of the ones that you just see at the end. That's just out there.
In the opening, like when he
Yeah.
running and shit, yeah, that'd be fire. Or no,
Should be
I ain't
clean.
think about the end one. The end ones was fire.
They're the ones that I was talking about, the
That
ones at the
dinosaur
end.
one was fire. Well, no, well,
Mm-hmm.
one it's the
If you
one he looked
incorporate them,
weird.
I would want one of the Jaws ones. I would want the
Yeah,
one
because
that
they
was a
could turn into a
crocodile that was the Jaws.
that nigga was fire. That's the one I was thinking about. I thought it was a beast titan, so it's a jaw titan.
And the Jaw time was the crocodile, and the beast one was the one that was the T Rex. Because remember
Oh,
in the
okay.
opening, it's the T Rex running next to him. He
Yeah,
was
but
the
I
one that
wouldn't
was.
want the little arms though.
Cause he
That shit.
did have like the baby
Yeah,
arms with it.
that shit whack. And he had human legs. That shit was weird.
Right.
That shit
That shit
weird
was
as
crazy.
fuck.
Just had the T Rex top. But that's why they
Mm-hmm.
said that Zeke was special because he was raw. He made his time look a certain way. And
Mm-hmm.
he was like the best looking one. And he looked the most normal, I felt like, out of all of them.
Yeah. Then I don't know Warhammer. Then take away Beast because they look crazy.
I would say Rhino shit. I don't think I would like Berto shit because unless you gonna kill everything right when you turn into it, it's really
No,
not no use to
as a
using it.
colossal titan, you can't really do shit.
Right,
And
as soon as you turn into it, the only thing you really gonna be using out of it is the big ass explosion and the steam that you get from it. That's really
not
all that
even
you can
that.
use from
Like,
it.
I mean, you could step on a nigga, but it's just like that's no
Should
fun.
have take
Like,
so long.
I'm trying to knock a nigga out.
Right. That's why I wanna have Rhino shit. I would have hit every shit if the whole memory shit was like a play in it.
No, well,
Yeah,
well, I know we can like go into the past, but I just feel like that shit was like, and then you got to
played
think, yeah, and you got to also remember, I, that all of that didn't happen until he got the founder stuff.
the
Like,
founder.
yeah,
Yeah.
like he had to
Oh,
do
I
it.
asked was the founder on that
Yeah,
table.
no, yeah, like he had to do it with the founder's powers, and so, cause like when that split second when he grabbed the head and he told her, like when he did the whole like we could finally do it or whatever, that's when he did it. Like in that split second, he changed everything. Well, that's the thing. He didn't really change everything. Like I don't know. It don't make sense. That's why like it pissed me off.
He didn't do a lot of good explaining with the past. I think we did talked about that before.
Yeah, yeah.
He
We
because I feel like that too. Because how it got introduced was the first scene and it getting put back together, and he don't really understand what's
yeah
going on.
like
How he
it's
explained it is, I'm getting put together like a sandcastle.
yeah like it was stupid. I don't know. Just
That shit was crazy.
it was
That's
stupid.
my least favorite part of
It's
Attack
gonna
on
piss
Titan. I
me
love
off.
Attack
It's
on
gonna
Titan.
piss me off thinking about it even more. I hope they do an anime only ending. That's all I hope for.
Said you hope they do. I
I
hope they
hope they
do have
do.
like a different one because I feel like
That
they
I hope
did.
they have any ending but the real ending, cause that shit boo boo.
Because I feel like if they did the real ending, it's not gonna get them the shot
It's
factor
not
that they
gonna
want.
hit. It's never
It's
gonna
not gonna
hit.
get them the shot factor that they want. I
No,
feel like the real ending is
when
for folks
every
that like read it
when everybody when if they do that real ending, everybody gonna be the world gonna be pissed off,
because
bro.
they not gonna get the shot factor that they want. Because I feel like how did everybody see that they want to see Aaron on that path like or some shit, and I feel like that's the ending thing they gonna try for. It's like this real destructive ass
Man,
ending
if we
because that's the
get,
opposite of what
I
we got
want
though.
the ending. I want the ending. I want is when everything's said and done. He come out that Titan and he looking out in the sky.
He take that breath. I'm
Yeah,
free.
yeah. No, not. I don't want him to say nothing. I just wanted to be this scene from the manga with him like in the sky and he just looking and he like cause he's on top of the Titan cause it's the founder Titan and he's just like looking out like over all the colossal Titan but because the steam he's over the clouds you know what I'm saying, looking out and there's nothing in front of him like you know what I'm saying like just
I feel like that would get a good play on the symbolism from when you see it the first time. Like when he like freedom and he look like his
yeah
kid self. You could play back
exactly
on that. You see it at the end, he's doing it as an adult man, and he like it's a different reason. Like he's saying freedom because
exactly
he done. He
no I don't
finally
want him to
done doing what
say
he
I don't
doing.
want him to say it but
Yeah,
you
and he don't need
know
to say nothing, but you know he done because it's the same pose. He's older, finish his journey. He doing what
exactly
he done. Shit really
exactly
hit a
you
little
know
better. That's the type of ending that I want. I would
you
want
know
to see
how
from now.
epic that'll be if that
The
happens
shot, the shot is what I want to see. The shot would be clean
and
as
the
fuck.
mapper like how they do
Music
shit with
in the music,
but you know how they do skies and shit like bruh like and then it'll play back to when the kid it'll play back to that scene it'll play back to the opening when he's standing by himself and you see everybody running around him in the opener and stuff
right?
when it's the sad song and shit you know how epic that would be if like he come out the Titan and
And
he just
people are
look up.
saying that they feel like it is gonna be an
No,
anime only ending
no,
because of the fact that
no,
the real ending got
no,
such a bad reception, and
no,
they did have a petition for the other ending that they
no,
did for it, but it was a
no,
fans only type thing.
no, no,
I feel like they would do it because they've
no,
done it for other shit before.
no,
And if you saying that they want a
no.
shot factor,
We live in an era where they copying, they doing everything to the T from mangas now.
yeah, that is true because they see with other shit that if you don't do it to the T, it's not gonna work. Like they finna redo so they finna get so either a Shaman King treatment, and I can't wait to see that.
They redoing what they redoing? Did it?
When they finish Fire Force, they gonna start working on their new Soul Eater. When they finish this third season of Fire Force, this Soul Eater is
Soul
gonna get
Eater's
started
getting
to be made.
redone.
And it's because they want to go ahead and finish Fire Force to make it relevant. Like, oh, we just got done
No,
watching
but
Soul Eater.
Fire Force that you know how crazy that's fixing to be,
That's why they doing it so they can
and
make it all relevant
and
with
they
each
stick
other.
it to the manga.
And
Like,
they
cause
gonna give it
I
Shaman
already
King treatment.
was gonna rewatch Soul
They
Eater
giving it
after
a Shaman
Fire
King
Force.
treatment. Giving it a Shaman King treatment. When I heard that they was doing, I just don't know what studio is doing it. It just got announced because
It has to be what you
has to
call
be
it.
the same one though. That's what
Yeah,
I
cause the
said
art
because they had
style.
too much information on it too for it to have come out. Because when I read it, when it was announced, they announced it like the little teaser that was at Anime Expo. Somebody in the panels asked them, "When's the next season? The Fire Force coming out?" And they said, "Well, Fire Force season 3 is almost done." And they said, "We're working on the rehash of Soul Eater." And they
But
said,
even still though, like if they keep the same, cause all of us like together now, and they
mm-hmm.
keep the same art style, bro, that's gonna go so hard. Oh my
Because
god.
like if you pay attention to I don't know if you watched all of Fire Force. If you pay attention to
Yeah,
the endings of Fire
I
Force, you
no,
watch all of it.
yeah, I'm in this shit. Like I'm
Yeah.
a Fire
Well,
Force
shit.
fan.
Have you seen the moon and the sun get made in Fire Force
No, yeah,
already?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
So it
saying.
would just
Like,
make sense to have it rehashed in the Soul Eater
no,
after
yeah,
the third
but
season.
Fire Force is the prequel to Soul Eater, right?
Yeah, I didn't talk about it at first because I read it already.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I read Soul Eater. I'm in Fire Force now. I ain't finished
I
it.
finished Fire Force. I finished Fire Force
I
when
ain't
it
finished
had
the
finished.
manga, but I'm,
I finished the manga.
no, that's my shit. But I
Because
know,
when I seen my nigga Arthur coming down, he finally fought him a dragon. That's when I had to go back and finish shit. I was like, I ain't putting it down until I finish it because my nigga Arthur done fought him a dragon.
yeah, like that shit, man. It's just
Like, that
crazy.
shit fine. When you see how it gets connected at the end,
Yeah, that's
unless
the
you
only.
just read that,
No, that's the only thing I ain't read because I just don't like. I know it's the prequel. I just don't know how.
you'll be able to put it together as it gets made because it's almost like they give it 2 or 3 chapters for you to read how Shenru
Mm-hmm.
does everything.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil nothing. That's
Yeah,
why I
don't say
said
no.
Shenru. But
Okay.
Shenru kind of do everything, and
No, I know
he,
he gotta become some god or some
he
shit. Like,
it don't need. It's not even that deep. I'd say that it's not even that deep. But Shenru does have a hand in what happened, and like what happened, you do see him make all of these important ass characters that you get. And so, either when I say make, Shenru literally made.
mm-hmm.
Made like he looked into his palm of his hand and he said, I feel like you look like you would make a good. And he was like, we gonna name you so and so. And that's who he is. And so either from there and there forth. For shit, it is pretty cool to see that Shenmue is like our grandpa. If you're a Soul Eater fan, Shenmue's grandpa. So it's cool. Cause then you see that Shenmue is in Soul Eater if you look in Soul Eater. I just didn't know that that was him though because he looks so much different. Everybody that's in Fire Force is in Soul Eater, just like how you used to tell me all the Tekken folks are in Yu Yu Hakusho and all the
Mm-hmm.
Hunter folks are in Yu Yu Hakusho. You can find them in certain parts in the show. It's
Mm-hmm.
like that in Soul Eater once you read the manga in Fire Force. When
So
you
wait,
read it,
so
you'll be able
Shinra,
to pick them out.
we've already seen Shinra in the manga and stuff.
You've seen Sharon in Soul Eater if you read the manga. You've seen him twice, I know. Like you've seen him face to face, or you've seen him from a distance and we just didn't know it was Sharon.
Oh wow.
I didn't realize that until I finished reading it.
But back then though, like we
He
didn't.
looked so much different. We didn't know who Sharon was because he wasn't red. He wasn't created. And then like he looked so much
Wait,
different. He don't look
So how much more in the future is
how
Soul
much
Eater?
more in the future is Soul Eater created. It's almost immediately, but to them it seems like it was a while. Like it took a while for everything to happen. But how it's explained from the creator's perspective, it happened instantly. The creations inside of the world is what took some time to make.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had to come up with rules over what was going on and they had to come up with a new power system. They made the power system almost right after too.
No, no, I know. I'm talking about like I don't care about the powers. I'm talking about like the timeline. Like at the end of
To the characters that you meet in Soul Eater, how they explain the lore and stuff.
Mhm.
It's made like that because the creators that made the world made the lore like that. Like they made it
Oh,
say
they.
3,000, 2,000, because you meet a character that gets made from a specific event before this happened. And he's like the catalyst that's saying, oh,
Oh, I get what you're
this
saying. I just
happened
gotta
X
finish.
amount of
Okay,
years
okay. I
ago.
gotta fin. I just gotta finish it. Then I get what you're saying.
Yeah. When
I get
you
what you're
meet the
saying.
character, it'll start to make sense
They
because that
redid
character talk a
the.
lot.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Okay.
He's the person that talk a lot in Soul Eater. If you get what I'm saying with that, then you'll start to understand what I'm, because he got made first from this event. He's the only like person that know that the Fire Force world existed before the Soul Eater world.
Mhm.
He's a character in Soul Eater I don't even like. I hated this nigga because I skipped the episode. I hated to hear his voice when he was,
Oh
so I
wow.
skipped the whole
I
episode.
It's been a while since I watched Soul Eater, so I
Yeah,
gotta
you got to go back and watch it. But when you finish Fire Force, you're gonna be like, damn, shit clean. And that they're doing, redoing Soul Eater is gonna make it better because it's gonna be mega accurate. I feel like they're gonna give it to Netflix because they did Shaman King the same way. Took a manga
no,
that was done. I don't think that
no,
Netflix. I mean
no.
that it might be on Netflix because Fire Force is on there and they finna put the second season
Wait,
on there.
Fire Force on Netflix?
Mm.
Oh wow. Well, we're not
And
gonna see them.
the second season gonna be on there. They said by the end of the summer, which was gonna be the end of this month. I keep forgetting it's July.
Well, we're not gonna see nothing from Soul Eater for a while because they take so long to animate Fire Force.
They do because he did say that the third season is finally finished, and then he said we're working on the Soul Eater rehash because that had already been wanted for a long time because of how they ended the first
Oh
original
yeah,
Soul
no,
Eater.
they fucking the second season veered off from the manga, so that's why I stopped watching it.
Yeah, I watched it all the way through because I didn't read the manga for it first. I watched it first, and that's what made me go back and read it because I was like, something don't feel right. I was like, you feel like this not finality. Like that wasn't supposed to happen because it's
Yeah.
one thing at the end of it that wasn't supposed to happen. I feel like because it's almost like a last minute. And I was like, damn, it was real last minute to be included in the last fight. And I go back and read it at that point, and that didn't even happen.
Hmm.
I was like, damn, okay. Then I had got the Justin Law thing, and that was clean as fuck. I like how Justin put like that feeling at the end.
Oh, what? I had to bring up some. Oh, mech stuff. They're coming out with a Gundam game,
It's a
and it,
game.
they have plenty of Gundam games and stuff, but they're starting to bring them back over here or whatever, and it's called SD Gundam Battle Alliance. I think it's called that, but it's a story mode, and you can have a 3-player team. You can play with your friends, or you can play with the AI. And I
I
was
picked
like,
my favorite Gundams. I want to be Barbatos Lupus
yeah,
Rex.
that's what I was gonna tell you. They got the video that they showed with it was like 18 minutes of gameplay is a Barbatos, and so
Hey,
you can be a.
I had to grab my butt.
But what's crazy is like it's a Gundam game, but it's in the SD format, and so he's shrunk, and it's the first time you see Barbatos as a
Little
shrunken,
SD.
yeah, little
Gundam.
SD,
Yeah.
and so when I seen it, I was like, damn, that's different. But we getting a Gundam game. Like I just picked up Super Robot Wars 30, and it's a culmination of like all the mecha anime and mecha shows and just like they got Barbatos on it and stuff, but they got also Gurren Lagann. They got my boy
EVAs.
say
Got
what
EVAs on. They got EVAs on that hoe.
from Evangelion.
Mm.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah,
What's
that's what I'm
up?
saying. Like you will like that, and they also got another Gundam game. Like all these little like RPG Gundam games just came like then came out over like past like 4 years or whatever. But the next one, the Battle Alliance is coming out in like I want to say like
Is he gonna be on the Switch?
August. Shit, I don't know, no,
That
cause
hoe would be
it looked
fire if
good.
it was though.
Nah, only like SD Gundam Cross Rays and like the RPG ones. Like this a RPG one, but it's like you get in the world and like can run around the world and your
Um,
Gundam on the level. Like say like so in the game they say like the timelines is fucked up, and we are teleported in this world. Like so we're in this world, and in this world it's basically like how I told you, like the city is like it crosses over everything. But when you come to this universe, you get turned into a SD Gundam, but you still can pilot the Gundam normally, because you know SD Gundams are like humanoid Gundams, like they move on their own. But in this world, you can still pilot them, and so you're basically fixing the timeline or whatever. And once you fix everything, like I don't know, it's
yeah.
hard. It's weird how they
Do we
explain it.
catch? Do we catch our late night folks?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
we ain't
think so.
catching. I don't think we gonna catch him this time.
Mm-mm. No. Watch, we gonna get ready to get off, and then everybody gonna start coming in. They came in deep as fuck last week.
That's why. That's why I didn't say nothing this time. I was trying to see if they gonna come without us saying that, because it is
Nah,
2:40.
you done brought them up now. Hell, you been
And
anticipating it.
I was anticipating. I
Nah,
was
see
like,
that?
yeah,
No,
I'm
you
finna
can't.
sit here and wait
That's
on this.
that's the thing about this streaming shit, bruh. Cannot anticipate nothing. You just get on here and do it and go on by that. As long as we got one person in here, we got Kilo and Madu, so we straight. You know what I'm saying? But now tomorrow we can share it like I'm a I as soon as we get off, I'm uploading it to YouTube and it'll go live. I'm gonna try to make it go live at like 12.
So
And so but we got our format down too, so like I ain't like that's what I'm saying, like like now that we can go straight to YouTube and we got our format down, it ain't no breaks and stuff. We may have like a 1 2 breaks here and there, but ain't no breaks or nothing. Ain't no like interruptions and not like everything flows smooth now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just a good. It's just good now. Everything flow now. Like we got our formula.
and we said it was gonna take about 10. We said by that 10th one we was gonna be good.
Yeah, yeah, I told you that. Yeah, it take. It's literally just sticking to it. Like a lot of people don't be like sticking to this shit or can't do it or ain't got the time or they
Hey, shit,
tired
it's a
or
hobby for me. I love doing it.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like this shit dope. Like we good. I just gotta rename. I gotta remember what we talked about. The topics so I can have it. You know how like YouTube like had
I
the
got that.
topics
I
or
got my
whatever.
little list on here. You can
Yeah,
I
but
send it
what
to
did we
you.
talk about? We gotta talk about. That's the one
Like
thing I
shit.
gotta. That's one thing I gotta start writing down what we talk about so I can put in the title.
I started doing it too since I'm just saying right here. Got my phone right here.
Yeah. You got Division Two. You got Division Two.
Uh-uh.
You gotta
Like
get that.
Tom Clancy.
Yeah.
I've been seeing videos about it on TikTok though.
Yeah, you gotta get that. We still ain't played goddamn Final Fantasy. Hell.
I've been trying to get Mike shit together. He been kind of busy that he's.
Yeah, have you been busy too?
As far as like during the day, hell yeah, I be getting up.
Yeah, like what? So tell me your skit. Like, so do you? When do you go to work? You go to work
I
late,
go
don't
to
you?
work at 3 in the afternoon.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like if I go to work, it's gonna be in the afternoon, like
Yeah,
from 3. Like, it's gonna be at 4, and I get off at like 10. And I
yeah,
be up from like 11, probably about 2 or 3.
yeah. But you got school and shit too, though, don't you?
I'm not taking it this summer. I'm taking a break
Yeah, but school start back? What, August, right?
August.
Yeah, so that shit gonna be over with. So, uh, yeah, no, I'm not gonna make you get up early just to play the goddamn game. Yeah, so you be busy throughout the week all day.
Sundays I be early. The only time I be up real early is on the weekends, cause like see how I get up and drive on the mornings on
Mm-hmm.
Saturdays. Like I'm not going nowhere tomorrow because I just want to sleep in.
That's a
On
lie.
alright, watch I be in this motherfucking and grab me
We
bed.
need to, we need to get on
Shit.
we need to get on something tomorrow like Shinobi Strikers or some shit.
Get just call me, bro. I'm gonna be here. If I'm gonna be here, I just be at the gym.
And you need to get Division. Yeah, that should be on sale all the
It might
time.
be on our Game Pass.
Nah, Division
How
ain't
old
on.
it is?
Nah,
It's not on there.
it's not on there. Nah, they made sure it ain't on there. Like stuff like Division, Destiny, they're not gonna do that. Like them games, cause they make
Mhm.
so much money just from people like getting it on sale. Like I bought Division 1 and 2 on sale for like $10, both of them, 1 and 2. So it's like, and then they make money off of like people like buying shit off the store. Like you can go into the store and buy like cosmetic skins or like you know
That's
it's
how I
like
am with Shinobi Strikers. I know I didn't drop the dub on Shinobi Strikers, but
no. Oh, I was about to tell you. So like with yeah like with like Shinobi Strikers, I ain't bought the game. I got it through PlayStation Plus, but I bought the damn trainers and stuff. I didn't know when you remember I was like asking like what the fuck do I do? I get all this stuff. Where do I get it? And I finally went back and talked to Sasuke again, and then I got it all. I didn't know you got to train with him, and then
yeah,
you
you
unlock
got to
every.
go. You got to go to soccer and to redeem them. You
No,
redeem
no,
them
no,
hoes.
no, 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 no.
You got,
You gotta go. Yeah, well, yeah, you gotta go redeem the character,
yeah,
but
and then you go to Sasuke and you still had to train under
yeah,
to unlock their stuff
and then get all this stuff, and then you gotta go back to Sasuke when you unlock everything, and
and
then
collect it,
yeah,
and
to
then go
collect
and
it.
put the shit on and
Yeah,
go try it on.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I was not paying attention to that shit.
That shit is a
I
little
thought
process.
I knew the bar was going on with me training with him, but I was just like, well, that's whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't
That shit
know.
is a little process with the
Yeah,
mentor.
yeah, that is that's a different one.
I didn't kind of did all of mine that I'm gonna get on there. I do kind of straight.
No, I went back and bought some more because like I'm loving that defense. Oh, I'm a Jonin, not a
You a
Jonin,
Johnny and I.
not a Jonin, a Chunin, a
I'm a
Chunin.
Johnny and I just got that the last time me
Damn.
and Mike was playing. Cause me and Mike be playing PvP now. Cause I'm almost done with all my stuff. I think I got my S class and my A class missions left.
Yeah.
Shit. We just be playing PvP now. We be wiping niggas' noses out there hoe.
Yeah, me I just got when I became a tuning, I was able to go get the scythe, and the scythe way faster than the other sword I was using. Man, I'm out
I be
there.
using moderate fan for my defense, dude.
I can't unlock the fan. Oh, hit the other fan, the other his long.
His
Yeah,
big long fan,
yeah,
his real fan, not like a
yeah,
replica,
yeah,
the real
yeah,
Uchiha fan. I
yeah.
got that hoe from training under the man.
Yeah, I might train. I might get that next. I'm training up the Sasuke the last. Bro, my dude so far now the defensive
Defense,
shit.
his defense nigga is fire. The Susanoo armor for that
That's
nigga
that's
clean as fuck.
bro. That's what I was saying. Like I got that now, so like when niggas attack me, they get hit
In the
by the
move when he
Susanoo.
throw the kunai and you can choose when you gonna use the jutsu.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
teleport to that hoe. That
yeah.
hoe
But
clean
I
too.
that shit kind of. Oh no, I don't know. Like that one different. Like I like I'm a defensive attacker, so like I like shit that like I got the toad. So like I'm a mix. I'm literally like in my dream head, in my head. I'm literally the character I always would want. Like some
I
the
am too.
Susanoo
I'm
with
that
the
nigga on
toad
mine.
sage, with a toad sage, and I can use a rising gun, and I can do the
Hey, oh
Kawaki rising
god.
gun. As long as I can
That's
use,
what my nigga got done. That's what my attack nigga got. He can do the flying raging and he the rising shuriken.
yeah. And then what else though? I just unlocked Indra's hair, so like my hair fire now.
Got that hoe too. I'm
Yeah.
using Sasuke last hair because I like the bandana on that hoe. And then my nigga
Oh
had
yeah,
white with the purple. I got his bandana purple.
yeah,
You know, he from the clouds, so he dark skin. You already
yeah.
know. He
I just
did you
hate
like
that. I hate that you can't wear your headband with every hairstyle. That's the only thing I
yeah,
hate.
that's the one you had to go and find a hairstyle that got a headband in it.
Yeah,
And
that
then
shit
you can
suck.
wear it.
That shit
It
suck.
fit for certain shit, but then for certain shit it don't though.
No, like man, the hair I got in like so I got the one of the sons from the Sage of the
You got the
Sixth
one with
Path.
the long ponytail.
Yeah, and it's just like that nigga can wear a headband. Come on now.
Yeah.
He can
They
wear it.
gave him the little bandana shit that Sasuke last got for his help.
No, I ain't got that. I ain't got nothing. I got the
Oh,
little.
you just got the little
No,
braids
you
on the
thinking of
side.
the brother?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Ashura. I'm thinking of the
Ashura.
Ashura
You
hair.
thinking of Ashura? I'm injured. The one with the little. He got the little two dread thing and his
Yeah,
long
with the
hair.
bands on the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that shit fire.
I tested a lot of them hoes out just to see what they fit with my fits. Cause like I don't like the long hair ones because like sometimes my nigga like I think one of them is a t-shirt out of a t-shirt and the other one is like Sasuke is black with the turtleneck.
Yeah.
It's his outfit from when he wore at the tuning exams with the turtleneck with the wrap on it, the
Mm.
elbow pad on that bitch.
Yeah.
That's what my defense nigga costume is. I don't like wearing that one with the long hair because the ponytail get tucked into the
Yeah.
neck.
I
That shit just look corny.
like I got the damn outfit. I'm rocking Shikamaru's adult outfit, except it's black and gray. That bitch fire, bro.
It's so many fire ass clothes on that hoe. They t-shirts be clean as fuck. Like I
I
got
don't
Madara's Ninja Way t-shirt. That hoe got Sasuke Sharingan, his eternal Sharingan, and a Rinnegan gun on that hoe. Get the
damn.
Uchiha sign on the back, and that hoe that purple and that burgundy, the whole shirt burgundy, and
Yeah.
purple sleeves on it. Then I got Sasuke bottoms with the little belt wrap on that hoe.
Yeah.
Ah,
Damn.
I can't. My nigga look clean in that bitch.
Damn. I went and bought the damn maroon the maroon jumpsuits. Like I got the it's like the what is it? The Stone Village, cause they got the shoulder pad armor. And I
Yeah.
got the Leaf Village vest, and they got the maroon sleeves, and I got the maroon cloud pants. That shit hard.
Hey, that shit fine. I got a
Hmm.
Stoneville, I got a Rain Village outfit with the one sleeve. I
Yeah,
ninja bottoms with the one leg wrap on that hoe with the shorts. That
yeah.
bitch clean as fuck, boy.
Damn, it was some of my list that I was going to see if you seen it.
I
Damn,
put
I can't
everything to the
remember.
side. I even put Spy Family to the side because I wanted to watch Bastard.
Uh, yeah, that Spy Family taking over. You was upset about that.
Man, I just want to see some of my main favorites get their recognition like
You
Bastard.
have you
I've been telling everybody to watch that shit. Go put that. I've been putting everybody on this shit. If you like Berserk, go watch Bastard.
have you uh have you ever seen Vinland Saga?
I want to watch it, but I don't know where I can watch it at though.
Oh, it's on
It's
Amazon
on
Prime.
Amazon Prime. I
Hmm.
want to watch Dora Hey Dora on
Hey,
Amazon Prime too.
listen. Vinland Saga, different.
They said Vinland Song of that shit. And they said Mappa got the second seed.
Yeah, but it's the people who did the first season. They just all got
Work at Mappa.
the no the so the director that was over it. I think he got I don't think he got fired, but he had went to Mappa. He got hired on at Mappa, and so he was gonna like be working at Mappa, but go to Studio Wit to do the season. But when he
I
left,
can say it is fire. It look fire. Like the
when
concepts in it look clean.
when he left, everybody that worked with his team was like, "Oh, we just gonna go with you." So they all went to Mappa with him, and
That's
Mappa
a fire project. Did not
and,
like try to go through it.
and Mappa like basically transferred all of them, and
Like, hey,
he
y'all come on.
and he
I want to
negotiated
work on this
everything.
shit.
Yeah, so they and it was already like being done at Studio 8 before all this. So I guess like halfway through it, it may look different unless they redid some of this. I don't know. Regardless, Mappa got it now through everything.
It's gonna be a whole upgrade.
Hmm. It's gonna be lit though. It's gonna be dope. Uh, well, I don't want to say it's an upgrade because the first like it looked
It did.
good.
I feel like Wit don't never do no bad job. I just feel like that
Wit just
animation style is real distinct. That's all that it be sometimes when
I
folks
don't
complain about how it look.
I don't know. It's just Wit. My problem with Wit is that they one and done. Like they do one season of shit and be
Feel
done with
like they
it.
be too quick to give shit up because another company want. Just because
No, they
somebody else
just
want it don't mean they can do it like the same way I did it. With Mappa's case, it's gonna be better because they Mappa. But
I
with
feel like
anybody else, I feel like
I
it
feel like
wouldn't be like that.
I feel like Mappa overhyped now. Like Mappa ain't
I feel
doing
like they
nothing
got too much on
special.
their plate right now because they fucked up one of my favorite
Now you now you
webtoons.
now you on the same wait, what webtoon did they do? God of High
They
School?
fucked up God of High School, bro.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that's
And
what I'm
I didn't like, and the fact that they canceled, I love God of High School so much, I was willing to take a second season of some fucked up shit just to see more again. They canceled that shit because they know how bad they fucked the story up. That was just how fucked up they did the story for God of High School.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they do got too much on the plate, and like everybody's like, "Ooh, let Mappa do it. Oh, we want Mappa to do this. We want Mappa to do this." And I feel like it's gonna get to where,
Apple gonna be doing everything,
and it's gonna
even
come
the
out bad, and
movies.
it's gonna drop their caliber because they're doing so much, and they already animators in fucking overseas. They already get overworked to the point to where like they don't get paid for it. It's just so much going on for that shit, and it's just like not Mappa don't need to do everything.
Cause this is what I be feeling like about with Mappa. I feel like they're really good with things that don't already have a season or an adaptation. You hadn't necessarily seen them do a second season outside of Attack on Titan. But I feel like Attack on Titan is good enough art wise, but it would take another studio to do it another way. To me, but shit, we hadn't necessarily seen him do something on that same caliber that was like, yeah, it's coming from a whole nother studio. And then, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Wit do the first season of Attack on Titan?
Yeah, it's like
So they doing the same thing that they did with Vit with Attack on Titan with Vinland Saga. We
yeah,
just gonna take it from Wit.
but I don't count that because the same team is working on it. They're just at Mappa.
Okay, so
My
shit, I
thing
just
is
feel like
that
with Mappa, they be good with things that don't already exist. Like I wanted to see them do Hell's Paradise because I like the trailer of it.
my thing with Mappa is that they are yeah, they're good at picking up stuff. It's just they finna have so much on their
So
table.
much on that because they
Like
finna have Jujutsu Kaisen, they finna have Hell's Paradise, Chainsaw Man. Them three big ass series is by themselves.
and on top
Vinland
and they're
Saga.
full with action. Like they gotta like be like, cause people only care about how pretty it looks. Like people only are watching shit now because how pretty it look. And they go back to my previous like conversation we had. Like they're
Oh, I
making
had some
other
more news. Now that I see Spider Man on TV, that made me want to tell you something about our favorite actor. You know, there's a rumor going around saying he signed for some movies with Marvel for Spider Man.
Andrew Garfield. Yeah, but it's
Wonder
not.
if it's
I don't
true.
think it's Marvel. I think it's like he signed on for something with Sony.
You think that they gonna try to do some more movies with him? I feel like he was a little more popular than Tom was in that movie.
No, yeah, no, he stole the show. I just feel like he I feel like the Sony verse needs a Spider Man.
They do so
Like
bad to save it anyway.
you cannot even to save it. You can't have all these villains being out here. Venom, Morbius,
Out here being villains and they not
Vulture.
having no answer now.
They ain't got nobody to fight. Like you building up all these villains. Who they finna fight? You ain't talk. You strayed away
The
from Spider.
billions.
That's what I'm saying. Like they keep straying away from the Spider-Man topic, the Peter Parker. Like they don't want to mention him.
Cause it's
They
like they skipped over meticulously with Eddie because they whole thing is they had beef at the Daily Bugle and y'all just skipped that whole
but
relationship
no,
and turned
that's the
it
thing.
into
But that's the thing. Like so, if you look at the newer comics, like Eddie Brock starts in San Francisco and works his way to New
yeah.
York, and when he gets to New York, Peter Parker is that nigga already, and so like the rival starts then. But also, it's the whole like they build up Venom in his own comics, and then when he finally meets Spider Man, that's when he turns into Venom. Like he turns into that nigga that's like when the symbiote touches him and he gets that the taste of like the Spider-Man powers and shit like that. Like he's like, oh, like this nigga, I can feed off him nonstop, and he not weak, and he get more, and I can get more juice, and I get all this strength, and like he
He out here
realized how
getting money.
he realized how weak Eddie Brock really is, and then it turns into this whole, you know what I'm saying, and then when he leaves him, he hates Spider Man so much to like envious to like he want to be him, but he want to kill him. Like he makes the star on his, you know, he makes the spider symbol and shit. He does all this crazy shit to like beat Spider Man, but he wants to kill him. Like it's crazy. Like, and then he also learns a lot of shit. But how the movies is doing it, he already knows who Spider Man is, and like the multi, he's like, cause he tied to the
Through the multiverse.
no, he's tied to the symbiote the hive mind. That's what it's called, and the hive mind is connected through the multiverse, and it's just like, well, he already knows who Peter Parker is. Well, he already knows what a Spider Man is. We just don't have one, so it's just like, oh, so Venom knows who he is. So it's just like, what's finna build? Like, what's your end goal now? And so certain people think that um, what's that nigga name? Um, the basically the symbiote god, like it's this dude who's,
No,
huh?
his name. No,
Yeah, no, 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 no. So basically, people think that Sony is building up to Null, but you cannot. You even if you do
you can't
build up,
without Spider Man.
regardless, you can't do nothing. From here on out, like I think you could do like one more story in Venom without Spider Man, but after that, you have to have
As what
Spider
other
Man.
ones do you have without him that you haven't talked
Not
about
even
already?
that. It just don't make sense. Like it just doesn't make sense after that. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
feel like you can't have Agent Venom, which is the next thing that you need to do
without
if you're gonna
Spider
do
Man.
no without Spider Man, because he can't be Agent Venom. Ash can't get that without Spider Man
Exactly.
being like the representation of him wanting to be. I
And,
mean, you're gonna have to put him in there, or
and,
one of them in there somewhere.
and so what people what the rumor is saying, they're saying that Kevin Feige has signed on to help Sony finish out like the Spider Man plan,
Should be good.
and but they can't use Tom.
Andrew, yeah, he your best bet. He your next best bet.
Yeah, which Tom
Instead of trying to find a whole nother actor, which is I think the wrong thing to do, unless if it's you looking for Miles. You looking for Miles, go find an actor for it. But if it's trying to
no,
find another
Sony
Peter,
has the right, like Marvel has the right to Miles.
it's the Miles.
And
Okay.
that's why it's
If
taking
it
so long to get the Miles, because once Miles is introduced, Sony
really
can't
do
have
no big Spider-Man stuff
no
with Peter no
Sony.
more.
I don't think Sony can. It's like so in their contract they can use Peter Parker and stuff, but I don't think they can use Miles, and like live action Miles. So it's just like right now, like whenever they make a Spider-Man movie, Sony gets all of that. Even the one like Tom Holland Spider-Man, even though it's part of the MCU, Sony gets all of that cut.
Damn.
So I think once Miles gets introduced, I think that Sony
Is
Marvel,
it?
that's it. It's cut off now.
Yeah, because there'll be the distinction because he was made for Marvel at Spider-Man.
Like, well, no, he wasn't made. Like, he wasn't made. What you say? He was what?
Like, well, I guess you can't even say that because he had never been in a movie before. So never mind.
Yeah, like Miles live action Miles hasn't been in the movies yet. Like, so their
Yeah,
contract,
he's
like,
only been in an animated movie.
so when they made the Sony contract, Miles wasn't even a thing yet.
Yeah,
So like, even though he's a
that's what I
Spider
was finna
Man,
say. I was finna say he's a Spider-Man, but he wasn't like
they got the
created yet.
yeah they got
He wasn't an idea yet.
they got the property. They got like, I think it's like Spider Man and all properties like with Peter Parker. I don't think they can use Miles, and so like that's why I think they still trying to like prolong Tom Holland's. Like they trying to squeeze everything out of like the Tom Holland,
And yeah,
and so they finna make this new trilogy for Tom Holland. But regardless, Miles has to get introduced now. Like the next Spider Man movie has to have Miles in it somehow.
Like, it'd be crazy for it to be like another Peter.
No, it's not. They're not gonna do another Peter, but
Yeah,
they
it
can do
should
another
be crazy.
Peter with the Sony movies. Like they can. So what I think is gonna happen is they're gonna have Spider Man through these other Sinister Six stuff, and you can use Andrew Garfield, or just bring back the Amazing Spider-Man franchise, and then just have him
His
finish out
third
his
movie.
shit. Yeah, let
Yeah.
him finish out his trilogy and shit, and let him fight all of them. Cause
That
if
could be his third movie.
no, that's what I was gonna say. So like at the if they want to do the Sinister Six at the end of Spider-Man 2, it sets up the
You
Sinister
freezing, bro.
Six. Huh? I'm
Freezing.
freezing.
Okay, there you go. You stop.
Okay. So at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2, you see the setup for the Sinister Six. So when you get to and you all these movies been coming out. So when say let's just say they come back to Amazing Spider-Man 3 and that is the culmination of Venom, Morbius and all that shit. And you can throw Vulture and all them in it cuz now our Vulture is in the Sony verse or whatever. And so you see him at the mechanical suit and stuff. So we know he went to Oscorp to get his shit, and he's like setting up the Sinister Six and all that stuff. And you saw all that stuff at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2. Boom! Like Amazing Spider-Man 3 is the culmination of all of that. And it would, it'll make sense. Andrew get his third. They get the Sinister Six movie. They done built up everybody.
Everything they need to like kick their little movie verse off.
And then let Andrew Garfield go out with a bang. And then the whole movie ain't got to be introducing them. It can just be a Andrew movie and him talking
It could
about
be
them.
just like how it was with Tom movie, his third movie.
And then
I
you
gotta
just see them
introduce
pop.
nobody, just
And
whoop
and
their ass.
that's exact. And that's what I'm just about to say. Instead of introducing everybody, they just pop up like they did in fucking Tom Holland's third movie, and
Whoop
then
their ass, Andrew.
whoop
Go
their ass
ahead.
and go to town. Except instead of it being separate like in Tom Holland's,
We all together.
it can be all together, and then you can have two fights. One, he get his ass whooped at the beginning. You have the second act of the movie of him like reminiscing of what happened in the damn Spider Verse. Him trying to him, and then we can pick up from him being, you know how you say he went dark in Tom and Spider Man and multi and what was it called? Damn.
You
Uh,
get like a piece of that in the first fight at the end.
No,
Like that's
no.
how he
What,
get back.
what was Tom Holland's third one called? No Way Home. You can
Fight
see
him.
like him coming back from No Way Home and recapping like it could be the start of his redemption arc. Like I wish we could get one movie in between and then get the Sinister Six movie of him being Dark Spider Man, but they probably not gonna do that. And so we can pick up with him like being dark at the beginning of the movie and them like him just being like a dark Spider-Man, the bad Spider-Man, and then the Sinister Six pop up, beat his ass, humble him, and then he's like, damn, like I gotta change my ways, and then him like slowly like come back to from like thinking about what happened in No Way Home and like him and redeeming himself, and then you get on the path of the redemption, and then the third act of the movie he it's a rematch and he whooped their ass and then he go back into science bro mode. So he by himself, he fixed his suit to fight all of them like in the game, like in the video game. And then he made what they could do is like at the end of the second act going to the third act, he started taking them out separately and two on two, 1v2. Or me personally, I would wanted him to fight all of them at the same time and to be doper. But they can do either or and then go from there. You know what I'm saying? Because in his verse, he well no, because Electro got cured and stuff. So they had to, if anything, they had to introduce. It had to be a different Sinister Six, like with Craven the Hunter or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they could do it right if they could do it right. It just depends on how they do it.
So I feel like they could too.
Nah, I don't know. Like, I want Andrew Garfield to get his third movie. I wish he'd get the whole Sony franchise taken over and just be the Spider Man, all that shit. But it is what it is. What time is it? Where we at? 3?
Team.
Let's see. Oh, you see the One Piece video game? Forgot to tell you about
Yeah,
that. The
I seen that
Odyssey or
hoe, the
whatever.
Odyssey one. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was fine. I may have to get that one.
Yeah. I guess I'll just call it then.
Yeah, Jay,
Cause
I
yeah, cause just hit me up tomorrow. I guess. Appreciate everybody that's still here. Episode 11.
everybody, thank you for timing in with episode 11.
Oh, let's get us out to you people on YouTube. How y'all doing?
Right,
Uh, we shoot
our
this
first
live.
episode on YouTube. Yeah,
Well, it's not our first technically,
but
but
not our first one, but
it's gonna be
this
the
gonna
one
be
that
our
go
first one. Let's
live.
get on there smooth.
Yeah, smooth.
Okay,
Yeah. Well, it's the first. Well, we could say it's our first episode on YouTube. I may backtrack and put the other ones on there. If I don't, this is the first episode. If I do, we're gonna have
yeah,
the
okay.
playlist or whatever. Yeah, we'll think about it. I don't know. This one went smooth anyway, so like I don't know. I kind of want YouTube to see the perfected version of us, cause like us
Yeah,
starting
put
out is
some of the
just
old ones on this, and
yeah.
then put this one on the
No, we gonna this is going to regardless. But if they want to
yeah,
see where we came from, when we can go
the
back and
bloopers.
yeah, the 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 start. Anyway, people on YouTube, we shoot this every Friday. Hope we try to get on here at 11:30. We should probably change the time to 12, cause nigga get off work late or some shit or whatever be going on.
It's
Everything
whatever
going
be
on.
going on.
Computer don't want to let the app start. Then I got to restart and then go through a whole bunch of other shit. Regardless, people on YouTube, follow us on. You see everything at the bottom. We on Twitch every Friday, 11:30. You can follow us on Twitch. Uh, I'm gonna start back streaming. I can start back streaming more now because I ain't gotta fucking edit everything and it can go
Go
straight
straight
to
to YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah, bro, like it's a blessing now. Uh, you see the links at the bottom. Oh wait, no, we don't. I don't have a Twitch thing at the bottom. Everything is Lunar Neos, regardless. It's Lunar Neos on Twitch, and then Rose Guy here gonna have his Twitch channel, and we gonna be gaming. I'm gonna get him. We gotta get his
Into
stuff
it.
up. Yeah, we gotta get his stuff up. But he gonna be gaming with us. We're gonna do like the tag team gaming and shit. We're gonna have fun.
Ah,
But thank you for following us. Like, comment, subscribe, share this to your friend. But all of this is coming from Twitch. And if you want to be a part of the conversation, come to Twitch
join us.
on Fridays. Set your notifications. We try to be on at 11:30. If not, we gonna go live regardless. It's gonna be a little later, maybe 12 or some shit, 12:10. But it's
We
gonna be
gonna make
there.
it in this, so we gonna
We
drink our
go.
ass
We
in here
gonna
and
be.
make this show.
We gonna be there. Rain, sleet, summer, shine, whatever.
No matter.
Unless I'm sick, and even if I'm sick, I'm still gonna get on. But
We're gonna try to get y'all Friday every Friday.
yeah, and so y'all seeing it like how we was talking to Kilo of the chat. We bringing up we look at the chat and like answer your questions and communicate with
Right.
y'all and converse left and right. So we try to we get y'all involved and stuff. It's pretty lit. Like I gotta get last week's episode on here. If I don't edit anything, I gotta
Last week
edit.
episode was funny though, cause
Yeah.
how late we stayed up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We start from 11:30 until like it's like your anime club night or whatever. You ain't got shit to do. Put us on and play the game, and then
I chill.
on Fridays come in, conversate, give us topics to talk about. We'll do whatever. You know what I'm saying? When we get too big, that's another thing I was talking about. When we get too big, bruh, and folks be like adding us and stuff. Cause I don't like how like everybody shit be popping up. I like to stay connected to the fans. Like you know how people like
Yeah.
to follow
Hey,
and
maybe
like
we had to do the Discord like that. Like if they want to,
oh
if people
like
that really in the Discord that's really like following us, we be like, okay, y'all know we not gonna say it on live, but we just gonna put it in Discord for the folks
make
in
it
Discord. This where we pull our topics from, like
yeah
folks that
from
really follow
Discord
us.
like
Yeah,
pull it like bring like what if we did like a separate Discord for like
Yeah, that's what we would
the
do. Like when we make it for the fans, we'd be like, all right, we'll just go in there. What
yeah.
y'all want to talk
But
about today?
but I don't want to like what so with the Discord I
I
want
just tell them
everybody.
that we live.
Yeah, I want everybody to join in there, but I don't. I'm talking about like when it. What about when it gets to where like we got so many people that's writing nonstop? Like, what we gonna do? Are we gonna have a
We probably
separate
just gonna
channel that
we
like these
probably
people
just gonna
can?
have to start like making a tailored episode if we start to get like that.
No, what my thing was like. Okay, we have the Discord, and then we have a Discord chat, and we let people get in there. Like we open it for like say we open it up at like 10:30 to 11, and whoever in there from 10:30 to 11, then we lock it and you can't get in there.
Ah,
And then
and
those
then
are
whoever
people we
in there, they
answer.
can
But
add to the
but regardless, like with people who follow, like I like when we see them follow, like we shout them out. I want everybody to get like a personal shout out. I don't know.
all
I
the
feel
time.
like I want to stay grounded. I don't want to like. I don't like all that
I
flashy
want to
shit on
seem like a
Twitch and stuff.
ghost. Like y'all don't talk to me and then like that.
Not even that. I just that too, but I don't want to like be disconnected from the fans because I from what I realize is that people like watching other people who seem like they're them, like who
Yeah,
like we're all on the same
familiar.
way. Yeah, like we're all on the same. That we can relate to each other. Like I don't know, like when I be watching other streamers and stuff, like they set up be super fancy. Well, not even like the setup and stuff. It's just like they got to a point to where you write in the chat and it's like pointless because like they not
And
gonna
they don't say
answer.
nothing back. Like
Yeah,
normally we say something about everything they get ready to
yeah,
chat.
or try to at least. You know what I'm saying? Cause like even when we booming, like I don't know, like I just know like I'm gonna try to. I just want to like keep that groundedness about it. Or at least try to as long as we can. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
just something I think about. But I'm going off on another tangent. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe on
Thanks
YouTube.
everybody.
Same on thank everybody that's still here on Twitch. I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all
For
have
sure. We gonna
fun.
let y'all get some sleep. Take off
Mhm.
y'all fourth weekend. Y'all go eat good this weekend. Enjoy the
Mhm.
fireworks.
Yep. 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 All
Sure.
right.
All right, my boy.
All right, my boy.
See you
Peace
later.
out.